Hello, Kirby fans. We're back. It's Friday. It's Fourth World Friday because we're doing Jack Kirby's Fourth World, and it's giveaway day today. We are going to be giving away a shirt. It is a print all over shirt by Bearded Shirts. I'm currently wearing a Bearded Shirts Superboy shirt, and Sean's got Brainiac today. But the shirt that we're actually giving away, mine is in the mail. I don't have it yet, so I didn't get it in time for this, but it's going to be a wrap around print. So they call it all over print. It actually kind of wraps itself. And for the Fourth World from beardedshirts.com. And you'll have to be in the chat in the stream for this, and I'll give everyone a hashtag to use. Once you put that hashtag in, you'll be entered into a draw, and I will share the screen so you can see who wins. And that person, if you're following me on Twitter, you can message me on Twitter. I'll need your full name, your address, all that stuff, and I'll explain it when we do it. So I'll give the hashtag a little bit later on, and we'll start collecting. So we'll go from there. Of course, every Friday for now until we complete it is Fourth World Friday. So we're going through all of Jack Kirby's Fourth World. This is episode 10. Today is Mr. Miracle number 6 and Jimmy Olsen 144, 145. And that is every Friday until we finish the Fourth World, and then we'll see what we're going to do after that. I will mention Comics Curing Cancer is actually happening. It started today. It's this entire week. It's this next few days. So I'll put a link tree up. So this link tree will give you all of the things that you need to know where you go. And you can just do straight donations, and there's prize wheels, and there's auctions, and all that stuff. So make sure you guys check that out. That's happening right now on different live streams. So they're all in the link tree, just so you can check it out from there. And there is still the Legion of Superheroes live stream giveaway. That is going on for the remainder of October. So last day will be Halloween. And that one is a video. So you have to watch my trailer channel, my channel's trailer, sorry. And there's a video there where you can comment, let us know which Legionnaire you like and why, and you will be entered into that giveaway. Now, for that giveaway, we are going to pick 3 people to win, so 3 winners. This one, you have to be, so tonight's giveaway, you have to be on the stream because we're going to be doing a hashtag. We're going to be doing it live, a live giveaway. Okay. All right. So we gotta get some of this going. So let's bring in our first Kirby fan panelist.
Hey,
hello. All right. Got your Brainiac on?
Yeah. Courtesy of Bearded Shirts.
Yeah, Bearded Shirts. That's a Bearded Shirts. I can see it. So Sean, you ordered a bunch of let's get Clobberin, and then let's see. Do you have some of the shirt? You got some of the print all over ones, right?
Not this year, yeah.
Okay, so that's fine. We can take a look at it. Give me a second. Let's bring in the fancy pants.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
I don't know. I think you guys probably have fancier pants than I do.
Yeah.
I'll be almost willing to bet on it at this point. What is up, buddies? Hey. Long live you all and the Legion.
Yes. So we had FKHC 2005 was already here. So you got a good chance. We'll see. It's like a lot of people watch this after the fact. So that's why I have to keep saying you gotta be here for this one, because we're using a giveaway tool that is provided by StreamYard, and you can't do it after the fact. It has to be live. So this is a live giveaway, unlike the Legion, which you can just comment and we will get in contact with you. This one, you've got to be here. So FK, if you're the only person here, it looks like you're going to be getting a shirt.
Yeah,
it could happen. I mean, I don't know if you guys want it, and I don't know if that would be fair. It's
not fair.
Hey, he's here.
If whoever it is whoever's here is here. Okay, so Sean, let's take a look. I'll give you the full screen. Let's take a look at the print all over, what it looks like.
Yeah, so here's my print all over.
So wow, it looks pretty clear.
Yep. And here's the back of it.
So it kind of continues.
It's pretty
Yeah.
awesome, man.
Yeah, so that continues
Man, I
on.
don't want that one.
And everything, and yeah.
Mine came in as well, but excuse me.
And on the sleeve, you also have the logo as well.
Cool.
Not on the other sleeve, but yeah, no, it's real stylish stuff, man. I'm looking at the other ones, and I'm like, whew. Because now that I got this one, it's like Lay's chips. You can't eat just one, right? So it's
Yeah.
like,
Right. I
some
want
good
that
stuff
one you
there.
have,
Yeah.
and I can show you the one I have.
You want to share your screen?
Yes. Let's see here.
So I actually have both. I've got that. I've got the big version of that. Oh, let's see. Okay, so here's Clobby's that he's got.
It's all wrinkly, but
That's cool.
And it's on both sides, like you say. It's not, but that one you have just by Grell. The Grell cover you have is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I've always loved this Neil Adams Dick Giordano classic pin up or whatever. It was like maybe like it was just from. I think it was originally it was supposed to be like just pulled out of the comic, and put. And then they used it for a book, like a small Legion pocketbook reprint and other things, and even got like I ended up getting like a print of this somewhere at one point at a con. So yeah, it's Lord, I love this one. I'm not sure what I love most of that one you got there. It's just fantastic. And the other one, did you get two of them? Did you have the one with
They haven't come in yet, or they're at the post office. He has to go pick them up.
Treasury
Right?
Edition cover? Those are you had both Treasury Edition covers, right?
I just got this Treasure Edition cover. I also have the Ultra Boy logo and
Oh, cool.
Superboy. Supergirl and Brainiac like a couples one. So that's
Okay.
what I'm looking for.
Oh, cool.
And then I'm gonna look to see if I there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes on that site like every week it seems. So
It's killing.
Yeah, they're constantly updating. So now they've branched out into Teen Titans.
Yeah.
So they've started doing a lot of Titans.
Yeah.
And it's like sort of like new Teen Titans. So it's like you've got your Donna Troy's or Wonder Girl, whatever. So they did, and then you can get like Robin, Wonder Girl, Beast Boy, all those guys. You can get them separately, like this. So all the shirts you can do separate if you want, or you can like have them all together, and then they do like a logo in the back and stuff. So they can do a lot of different combos.
Oh, they're killing it, man.
They're killing it. Yeah. So I've got a bunch coming in. So I'll be debuting those once they come in. Now in Canada, and the printing process does take a few weeks for these all for print, because they have to print them and then sew them up after the fact. Right. So you can't just like this shirt was just a blue shirt that they just printed on, but the all around print they've got to have it flattened out, like like cut here and flattened, and then printed and then put together. So it takes a little bit extra. So that's what we're giving away for today. All right.
Indeed.
Okay. So let's go to, let's get right into the actual comics of today. So of course the poll is up. We've got Mr. Miracle, Jimmy 145. I'm sorry, 144, 145. Oh, I messed that up. I messed up the poll. So just say 144 is 140 or 146 can be 144. I don't know how I messed that up. That was I did a typo. Hey Brian, how's it going?
Hey Brian.
Hey.
I mean, in my opinion, Mr. Miracle is the best one anyway.
Yeah, me too.
So we'll just do Mr. Miracle first, then we'll do the two Jimmys back to back because it's just easier that way. I don't know what the way you're supposed to read them. I can't remember if it was a Jimmy, then a Miracle, then a Jimmy.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
I read them in the article. I read them in the order you said. You have it on there, like Jimmy Olsen, 144, and then 145. Then I read Jimmy, but
okay.
Well, we could just do these. It's just easier because then the two Jimmys are back to back, and I can just scroll to the next one and not have to open up a new window.
Yeah,
you're good.
So let's do the Mr. Miracle. I love this cover. That's for damn sure.
So you want to do it first?
Let's do it first.
Okay.
Let's just do it first. It doesn't really matter in the order right now. So, all right. So let's get the credits on this one.
All righty then, folks. Wait for Godot with Funky Flashman. Title. Let's see. Excuse me. 1 second here. Sorry about that. All right. Let's see here. Mr. Miracle, volume only, number 6, February, number 6. I could never say that without saying number 6. You are number 6. February of 1972 is the cover date. Cover artist is, of course, Jack the King Kirby. Writer, penciler, Jack King Kirby. And, of course, inks by Mike Royer.
Okay. The Funky Flashman.
Funky Flashman's here, folks.
So yeah, I mean, this character is a bit goofy. I guess it's supposed to be Stan Lee.
Wait a minute.
Right?
They got Flippa Dippa and all these other goofy characters. You're gonna hang around on this? You're gonna hang on this one?
I am.
Oh,
because
man.
Flippa Dippa earns his weight. He earns his keep coming up this later tonight.
Yeah.
He's doing good.
So all the Newsboy Legion can be annoying at times to me.
They can be annoying, yes.
Scrapper Trooper's the best, but
Yes, right.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, the little guy is the best character.
I love Scrapper.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got these two guys here. Is there a story behind this? Like, do we know, Clobby, is this supposed to be a Stan Lee thing, or is that just speculation?
Speculation.
Speculation. Okay.
No, it is absolutely.
Yeah.
Kirby later just flat out admitted it.
That's what we're looking for.
Everybody in the comics industry at the time knew it and were laughing their asses off. Who knew Stan?
Right.
And they knew that Kirby wouldn't have left Marvel. I mean, if he hadn't wanted to for a long time. Well, Wood had already left. Steve Ditko had already left. Gil Kane was hanging around a few other ones, but they couldn't stand him. So yeah, it was totally. It wasn't even. I mean, he wasn't even subtle about it. Well, let's just be honest. He talks like Stan and everything. If you ever did a voice over for a cartoon of this, they would just get somebody to emulate Stan. True believer. I mean, he talks. I mean, all of his hyperbole, everything. It just. Yeah, I mean, no. There are coincidences in life. This ain't one of those coinky dinks.
Yeah.
And Stan knew it. But he acted like the same way he always does. Is that supposed to be me? He said in interviews and in public. In private, he was going, that son of a. I'm sure. He said he was pretty put out by it.
I just want to say, like, the first time I saw real Stan Lee in that in the 60s cartoon thing where he turned up and introduced it before he came up with the appearance of Stan Lee, even though he says his name, I miss that it's Stan Lee. And you're so used to like the glasses and the thing and the big hair, and like he's a middle-aged bald man, and he looks nothing like Stan Lee that you know. And it's like 1960, like 3 or something, and then he came up with the persona. So like the hair was always fake, and like the thing, I don't know if he grew out a beard or he just put it on or something, or
he grew. There was a time when he just had kind of it was bald again. He had, like you said, but then eventually he went with. I guess he thought he was, he was trying to be like the kids, growing the mustache and all that stuff, and the beard.
Well, he's on the college tours, and I know he hosted a maybe it was a public access interview show where he's talking about the issues of the day.
Yeah,
and he's got this giant carpet on his head. And like the glasses and everything, and he's all like, so what do you think about? And he has like the mayor or something on there. He's trying to be a public figure.
Yeah, he became an image. Oh, he was an image. I mean, he really made one. That's why Kirby did this. Like with all the look how he looks with them. That's how Stan looked for a while back in the before that. I mean, it's so good. The fact that it's almost. I mean, it's so disingenuous to even say, is that supposed to be me? No, Stan, you're not that dumb. I mean, you're pretty crafty, because Jack was. It's not like Jack was hiding it,
right?
And so this is Roy Thomas. He's basically
House Roy.
Yeah, House Roy
was also offended. Yeah.
In the Tom Scioli thing for Jack Kirby, there's a scene where Jack Kirby's going to go back to Marvel, and Roy Thomas is like, Jack, Stan was very upset about the things you said about him. And then he's like, I don't care.
And they were just tougher. Even Stanley certainly wasn't even Stanley wasn't thin skinned that much. He put up with it.
Mhm.
And he's the one that wanted Jack back.
Yeah.
And he was like, he can talk about it only once if he comes and draws comics for us. I didn't really give it. You didn't give it.
Right.
Didn't give it crap.
Yeah.
But if you look, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say in that comic, Roy Thomas is depicted as sort of a lackey to Stanley.
I'm
How
sorry.
true that was, but yeah.
Oh boy, is it true? I've been learning so much about. I've been doing a lot of deep diving lately. Again, increasing like I used to do with my research about all the stuff with Stan and Roy, and I've been losing a lot of respect for Roy Thomas. I won't go into it here, but anyway. So
I love what he did with Conan.
But that was Barry Windsor Smith, and there's another thing I've learned how untrue a lot of that was of the credit for Conan, but I won't go. I mean, yeah,
But like the writing and stuff too.
Well, yeah, he used to send. Yeah, Barry Windsor Smith wrote it. He used to send Barry Windsor Smith as his idea of a script was chopping pages out of some of the Lynn Carter novels.
Yeah,
and the Lil Sprague de Camp books. So
right.
Marvel Conan was really it's Barry Windsor when he was Barry Smith. Barry Windsor Smith is the one that really pushed for it, and
Right.
he is the reason it exists. I didn't even know this till recent years.
That came all around because then Lynn Carter wrote some of the Conan novels like later on. But
Right.
he was so it's like it all got intertwined because Thongor is Lynn Carter's Conan,
Right.
and then which I love, and I have all the
Well-
Creatures on the Loose comics, and I also have some of the novels, and then so if you're
Right.
saying then there's some influence there,
Yeah.
Well,
for
Lynn
Marvel
Carter-
Conan, and then it goes back.
Lynn Carter was with L. Sprague de Camp in those adaptations from the pulps of the Howard stories that were so butchered up, according to Howard enthusiasts, which I don't know
Right.
much about that. But I do know that. Look how he opens up this story right here, talking about certain horrible people. There's just certain people that are. I won't even go into it. You have to read it. Let people read it for themselves. But the way he sets this up, the vitriol coming from Jack about Stan, about in the shadow of the world between success and failure, there lives the driven little man who dreams of having it all, the opportunistic spoiler without character or values, who preys on all things like a cannibal, including you. Like death and taxes, we all must deal with him sometime. That's why in this issue, we go where he lives in the decaying antebellum grandeur of the Mockingbird estates and wait for Godot with
Funky Flash,
dude. He is not nice and he's not subtle.
it's the FF and not the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
All right,
Just
so Funky Flash. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I get where all this is. This issue wasn't doing it for me this time, and Mr. Miracle has been my favorite of all these. I'm like, because this character's a shyster, and you got his Roy there. He's getting his money. He's like, oh, Darkseid's not paying me enough, and it's like, all right,
We'll get to it, but like there are a lot of first appearances here, and they're all awesome.
yeah.
Like Machina and they all appeared later on in the Justice League cartoon. They're awesome.
True.
Yeah, all of them are cool. All the Big Barda stuff.
Yeah.
So far, the poll, Mr. Miracle's winning, and it's winning because all the Big Barda stuff is awesome.
Well, I mean, it's not a Mr. Miracle comic without starting off with him like in an escape, right? So that's cool.
Yeah. So first we've got many pages of this character.
Yeah.
Putting on the thing, and it's like, okay, I need to like take advantage. This is like Wayne's World with Rob Lowe, where he's like, I need to find when Garth finds a little book and it's like find public access show and exploit it. He's like, oh, I feel sorry whoever that's going to be. So then we get to Mr. Miracle here doing like one of these mega escapes as usual. So these rocket boosters are going to fire and smash him. It's like, whoa. I like the angles here. So we still got great stuff here. We've got like, it's cool because like he's running away from the audience and then this is coming towards the audience. And then we got from his perspective going that way. Then we got going away from the audience. Then we have like this bigger, I guess it's a half page.
That's
Yeah, it's
awesome
like
right
half page. Foom with a streak here of explosion. Holy shit, what's going on? The whole thing's destroyed, and he's in the air, falling down. He's like, oh, there was an ejector seat, and there you go. So we're getting close to Scott Free saying, I want to take, like he's saying, okay, I'm getting ready to actually start to perform,
go on the road.
Go on the road. So I need the funky Flash Man to like, I need an agent, right?
Need a promoter.
But,
and he just happens to be sitting there with Barda. Go ahead, Jay. Sean,
yeah.
I was gonna say he seems to mainly want to do this just to escape from the dark side guys, right?
Blend in and
go on the move so that he's harder to track, right?
Right.
Yes. And there's fun.
Right. Yeah. Now we got Barda
Mm-hmm.
spinning around weapons and doing cool stuff, and she just smashes it in her hand. It's like, and he's just trying to talk her up a little bit. Oh, hey, what's going on? And she just smashes it, crushes it. And he's like, gulp. She broke that gun with her hand. It's like, hi, sweetie. And she's like, oh, smart move, Funky? And it's like, now you're trying to be all cute and everything. It's like before you're being, a bit of a goof, and now you're trying to like be all nice when you saw that I could like crush guns with my hand or whatever. So he's like, okay. It's like, oh, let's talk to Scott. Hey, Scott, how's it going? It's like, yeah, I'm going to represent. He tried to squeezes his cheeks or whatever. Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, the little guy. Yeah,
it's like, oh,
Clobberin.
Yeah, and it's like, and he's like, no. But Scott does send him out for coffee. So
yeah.
Have a seat, Stan. I mean, Funky. Sure. I'll have a seat.
Yeah.
It's like, so what's going on here? Doing some tests, eh? It's like, yeah, I'm a escape artist. Like, I don't know what is going on here. It's so weird. He's like, he's trying to like, I don't know what the hell he's doing here. Is he hugging this guy, like hugging him or like grabbing him? Like, it's so weird.
Yeah, he's hugging him or something like that. It's like he sweet talks him by talking up Thaddeus Brown, and he's like, yeah, I've taken over his act and everything. He's like, oh, you've boned up on all this, and then when he gets the coffee from Oberon, he's like, stand men, be silent and humble in the presence of simple, heartwarming dedication. Thank you, little man. And it's like way overstating, just like thanking him for the coffee.
Yeah, like, why are you being weird? It's like,
yeah,
yep.
It's like, God, if he was like that in real life, like, anyway,
it's his persona and the back of bullpen bulletins. True believer coming at you, Bilton.
So. Yeah, go ahead, Sean.
No, I was gonna say I love the bullpen bulletins when they could never get a Marvel movie off the ground, and he would like talk up, like he was talking up that Captain America movie, like, because I remember in 1989, 1990, around there, he was like, this is gonna win awards, this is the biggest thing since Batman and all that, and I was like, oh my God, and then it was on TV, and I was like, it's okay, I guess.
I mean, it started off half decent. You're like,
I know.
He's got the costume, he's fighting Red Skull, and then he got beat up. Like, okay, he's only been Captain America for like 5 minutes. Yeah. And then they chain him to the thing, and I'm like, okay, the missile, and then it like we gotta cover that movie. Yeah. And then he freezes over, and I'm like, watch this. I thought, this is Albert Pion. This is pretty good because Albert Pion's Sword and the Sorcerer. Like, if you get Albert Pion, The Sword and the Sorcerer, or Nemesis Part 1, you're in good hands. But we're getting in the first like 50 minutes, I thought, okay, this is like pretty decent. Like, I like I love Red Brown, but really, I mean, those weren't really that good, right?
No, but
I'm like, whatever. I'm like, this is looking pretty. And then it's like the future, and Red Skull is just a regular guy now. I'm like, why is
Italian Red Skull?
And it's Italian Red Skull. Yeah, it's like, oh, he was this Italian boy that they kidnapped or something. I'm like, whoa, that's weird. And then he's got the daughter, and I'm like, okay. And then it's like, oh, I love this girl and all this. I'm like, Where's Captain America? And then he's like not Captain America until the last 10 minutes. And I thought, what the hell happened? Like,
Really
Yeah, I only brought that up because that was in bullpen bulletins. I'd read those like feverishly, and I'm like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be awesome!" And then it's like,
yeah, I know. But Albert Pion, Nemesis, and Sword and the Sorcerer, those are awesome movies.
yeah, everything
I've
else.
seen Sword and the Sorcerer, but I'm saying the other one.
Oh, Nemesis is great. The first one.
Oh,
I
yeah.
own all 5.
Yeah.
I own all 5 Nemesis films. First one's got Tim Thomerson, Brian James. It's pretty stacked up. Thomas Jane in an early role. Thomas Jane. Oliver Gruner or whatever is the main guy.
It's not based on the DC character Nemesis, is it?
No.
No.
It's like a Terminator ripoff.
Right,
It's
no,
the
I got you.
future.
Yeah, I've heard of those.
Yeah.
Is those Full Moon? No.
No, I don't
No,
think
I'm
so.
kidding.
It may as well be for what you're thinking.
Tim Thomerson in it,
Yeah, Tim
Yeah,
Thomerson's
it's
the
the
full
crew and
moon.
everything, but it's not
Yeah.
produced by Charles Banjo.
It may as well be.
Yeah.
It almost may as well be a full
Yeah,
moon
yeah.
production. But that's an awesome. But then Nemesis 2, 3, 4, and 5 are utter garbage, and that's me saying it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right?
That's pretty bad.
That's
Yeah.
bad. But I still love them, and I bought them all on Blu-ray. And Sean had. Do you have them all, or you don't have part 4 because I took it from you? But you have the other.
I have part 1, and that's it. I don't have.
Oh,
the
that's
other.
it. Oh, fail! You got to
That's
get
the way
the
you
other
do
one.
it. No, get the good one. If you don't like the other one, screw it.
No. I stole
wait
the other one
money.
from Sean. Sean tried to buy it.
I
I
had
took
4
it.
in my hand,
Oh.
and
then I took it out of his
just
hand.
took it from my hand and went straight to the cashier. And I'm like, "What just happened?"
It was prevention. I was preventing Sean from buying
No,
bad
He's
quality
like, "Oh,"
tapes.
and he took it, and he's like, "I'm not handing it to you, guys."
It's too bad. I had the other ones. It defaults to me to complete the series. It
I
does.
don't know. It's pretty awful. We tried to we watched it, the whole thing.
It is awful though.
Yeah.
Like it's actually really awful, but like it's like I think it's joke awful, so I just pretend it's funny, but it's pretty
Yeah.
awful. Okay,
So anyway,
so we got
big part is
Barda.
yeah.
This I like this part here with Barda. She's kind of just thinking, I like being here. You got the water and all that stuff, right? So that's nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It is, yeah.
and she gets up and she's like kind of like got some comfort here, and it's like, something's going on. Something's homie, don't play that or whatever. What? And then boom, this chick attacks Mad Harriet, who's just literally insane. This looks actually scary.
Pretty scary, Jack.
She's definitely the scariest one, I think, out of the 4.
Yeah.
Desaad's sister is a creepy one. So she fights this chick. This is literally the best part in this comic. This is 10 out of 10. All this stuff here. It's like battle. She's not ready for the battle because she doesn't have her full thing
Respectfully
on.
disagree.
Yeah.
I love
And
the
you
funky
barely
part.
see Stompa here.
I
You
do
see
like
her
it.
later.
Yeah.
I do love this, but
Yeah.
I know you like the funky fly.
yeah,
For me, I'm like,
one of my favorite comics of all time for what he does to Funky. I mean,
yeah,
I could see
I-
him
I-
do a
I-
whole comic of nothing but making fun of trashing Stan.
yeah.
I want a full graphic novel of it. Of
Oh my gosh.
Funky just Jack beating up on Stan. But anyway, good.
Well, Stompa comes in. You don't get
I'm
to
bitter.
see her very well here because she just like
Yeah.
smashes. She like literally grabs her and smashed her.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then she chickens out and wafts away. Of course.
Yeah, wafts away. They all
I like
waft
how-
off.
Their costumes have, chicken thingies in them where they have to,
Yeah.
when they're getting their ass whooped, they teleport out of there.
Phase out. Yeah.
Phase out, yes.
All right. So then they all right, it's like, okay, we got to keep moving. They're going to keep coming after us. And now this is Big Barda's old partners.
Yeah.
So she's like, okay, they're pretty tough, and Oberyn's like, great, more guys coming.
Yep, the female Furies.
Female Furies. This is the first appearance, I guess, of all
Yep.
these characters.
Let's see. It's the first appearance of
Funky Flashman, first appearance of all
Furies,
4 of them.
Funky, the Furies, blah, blah, blah,
House Roy.
and House.
I guess House Roy. Yeah.
We got Bernadette, Lashina, Mad Harriet, and Stompa.
Yeah. So he's doing another. We got 2 escapes here for the price of 1.
You're gonna have 3, but yeah.
Oh, is there a third one? I forgot the third one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, he set this one up. the big saw. It's getting closer. He's like, holy shit, this is good. This is crazy.
He's gonna kill
It's
him,
like,
bro.
they're gonna kill him. And of course, he gets out because, of course,
Yeah, he's Mr. Miracle.
he's Mr. Miracle. And then he goes into this tube thing. Same thing. It's like, we've got this like gas or whatever. He gets out of that. He's like, say no more. Well, I don't know. Club, you can do the Stan Lee voice. Say no more. You're sensational.
Say no more. Your act is sensational, Pilgrim. True believer. Glad I wore my uneasy rider outfit today. We'll rediscover America tomorrow to superstar together. Superstar you and folksy to the folk funky.
Oh my God!
Right
Yeah,
out of the Stan Lee playbook. Go ahead.
That's a reference to Easy Rider. Like he kind of looks like Morgan Freeman's Easy Rider.
He does.
Or Easy Reader. Sorry, Easy Reader. Yeah,
Easy Rider too. But
yeah.
But you're right. Easy read. Look, now I'm doing it. Easy Rider.
So he shows him he gets the mother box.
And
now I got confused here. So I thought, okay, so go ahead, Sean. What were you going to say?
No, why is he giving it to him?
I don't know what the hell's happening here. This was weird. Like
he was showing it to him, then he takes it because he got attacked.
Yeah, he takes it. Now this guy Funky in the story. Forget the Stan Lee parody for a second.
Right.
Funky, he's working for Apocalypse, right? So
no, he's not.
He's not working.
He doesn't know anything about the.
No, he don't know.
He just says
that's what I was confused. So who was paying him in the beginning? Did I miss something?
No, the whole point is that Mr. Miracle wants to go on the move so he can evade the dark side people. The only guy he can get to arrange his tour is this Funky Flashman. That's the only reason why he's in the story.
No, I know, but he's saying that Funky's like, well, I'm not getting paid enough. So
no. He's in a house. So this is all weird. So it looks like he's in a house. He's got an inheritance in the form of an allowance from whoever died in that house.
I thought, okay.
Yeah, that was also
that statue to make him look stupid.
Yeah.
Right, and it's coming to this, to make him look like he's being spoon-fed his money through.
Okay.
It's almost. If you look at that panel,
hold on.
The panel where he's taking the money out of the statue's mouth,
right?
That's Jack Kirby's face.
Right. Okay, I got you.
Oh, because he's got the eyebrows, man.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what I thought was happening. I thought that it was Darkseid who had set this up for Funky, and I actually thought this was supposed to be like a Darkseid head or something, and it opens up and gives him money to main. That's why I was like, why doesn't this guy? I thought, he's stealing I thought this is a clever way to steal the mother box. It's like, he's just throwing it to him and he steals it. Wow, I gave this guy way more credit than I thought he was a Darkseid guy.
No,
Toby, I had no idea that was Jack Kirby's head. That makes this even better.
That is speculation on my part. I must stipulate. I must caveat. Right. Because it sort of has the eyebrows on that first shot of it, but when he's opening the mouth, I don't know the way the head's shaped,
right?
The hair,
Look
at the hair on the So taking money out of Jack's mouth.
That's hilarious. I literally thought that was a Darkseid statue or something, and then it's feeding him the money or whatever. It's like giving him the money. So it's like Darkseid is like, has or maybe not Darkseid, but somebody from Apocalypse has got this guy going. Because I'm like, why is this guy like? So he takes some other box and he has it. I thought he's got it, and then he throws it away. He's like, this is just a tin can. I'm like, what? Why are you even here then? I thought you were working with those. Okay, so this is just happens to be. We just got his backstory just to get a little bit more of who that character was. It's not that he's attached to Apocalypse, right?
By the way, there's also a mention of Martin Goodman, but I won't go into it. Go
ahead. Have we passed it yet or no?
No, this is the beginning.
Okay, so we'll mention when we let it.
No, you're fine. No,
okay, so she's fighting these. Okay, so let's get back to where we were. So she's fighting these guys, or the ladies, I suppose. So he gets in and got the gas. Yeah, we covered this. Okay, so he shows him the mother box, and then now Funky is holding it, and then we get Lash. How do you say her name? Lashina. Lashina. Yeah. So she appears, and then this is what. So Mr. Miracle kind of is like, oh shit, and he forgets that Funky has the box.
Yeah.
And they go right into battle mode. And I love that, like, I love that Lashina is kind of like hiding out, ready to pounce, but then, Big Barda was like behind, ready to grab her. So it's like she was, she was ready to go. And then there's a battle here. And remember too that she doesn't have her armor on here, so she is technically at a disadvantage in these battles, but she's holding her own, kicking the crap out of these people.
Oh yeah.
It's like, you'll get the same treatment as a steel girder. You're dead, Barda. And then it's like, my arm, you're dead, nothing. And then vanished. It's like she phased out. Barda. It's like, she's like, what the heck? Gets up, and it's like, Lashina isn't the worst of the lot. There's still Bernadette, which is great.
Sister
Bernadette, sister of
Assad.
Assad. Oh my god. And she's quite attractive. No, she's about as attractive as you would think Desad's sister would be.
Yeah.
No, compared to Assad. Yeah, I guess that's right.
Like, Lashina is 10 times better looking than
Yeah. I've seen comics where that all that came up. She actually is good looking under.
Oh, she is good looking. Okay, guys, we haven't. Yeah.
When you look at the designs of the four, they are functional to what they are. So they're not like there for just the female form. It's like, Stompa looks like a Stompa.
Right.
And whatever, right? So, yeah.
Right. Hold on a second.
I think she had a thing for Jonah Hex in one of those War World stories.
Yeah.
I'll put the banner up. All right. So basically Funky has the mother box and just throws it. Now, he doesn't realize that the Furies have locked on to the mother box, and they've appeared here, and you're like, oh my god, like, this is Desad's sister. Oh my god.
Right.
Looks like Desad's sister.
Yeah.
Bernadette, Lashida.
Now Stompa. I remember Stompa from the cartoon, but I don't remember what the other ones look like. I'd have to see them again.
I think Lashina was the same, except they rewrapped her in a weird, awkward way. I like this design better.
You talk about when they were on Justice League?
Yeah. Because I like this, the way it's designed, and there's a ring that like holds it all together.
Let me see. Oh yes, I do remember her now. You're right, Sean. That once I saw her, I was like, oh, that's Lashina. Okay, so no, her face is the same, but like the wrapping's kind of
weird. I don't know if it's just easier to animate the way they did it. Maybe that's why, but
I'm okay with it. Looking at it now, it looks like it
still looks like Lashina.
It is Lashina.
Yeah.
And who's the other one? Stompa. I clearly remember Stompa. She was very I remember her. She was awesome.
And what's the other one? Mad Harriet. I'm pretty sure she's in that too.
Yeah,
Mad Harriet.
Mad Harriet is the
crazy ass. Oh yes! Oh my God! Yes. Yep. Mad Harriet. I remember this now too. And the last one is Bernadette.
So in that cartoon, they were all disciples of Granny Goodness.
Granny Goodness. Yeah.
Oh yes, Bernadette.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I remember now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I do remember them all. For some reason, Stompa really stood out. Maybe because she was just like the big one.
Yeah.
I remember her clearly from the cartoon. But yes, no, I remember them all. Now that as soon as I see them, like, yeah, I remember them all.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, I remember Granny. She's awesome.
Your old Granny. Who was it? Ed Asner did her voice.
I mean, that's awesome.
You're so mean to your old Granny. Your old Granny.
Well, we have to cancel that now, so great. Anyway, so look at this. This is terrifying. This, like, anytime someone you know what, it's a terrifying design where someone has that elongated neck. You ever see in those old tribes where they would keep putting rings around?
Yeah, the
necks and
oh wow, yeah.
I can't do that's the I think bubbles are my number one worst thing. Remember in Gremlins when they got the bubbles on their back? I hated those. I wanted to just pop them all and kill. I couldn't. It just makes me barf. the bubbles. And then remember in Creep Show where Stephen King played the guy that becomes like that moss.
Yeah. The
And,
moss.
and he got all these weird bubbles and blisters on his fingers, and he put them in his mouth. Like, I could watch the cockroach part, no problem. That eating those bubbles, it just makes me puke. It's so gross. Yeah, and Gremlins also.
Yeah,
like I was a little kid. I saw Gremlins in the theater when it came out. On how old we were, and I remember all I remember was the bubbles, like where Stripe fell into the pool, and it's like blah, 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 blah. I was like, it's like that was so gross. Anything else, blowing up in the microwave, stabbing it, no problem.
yeah.
When I was younger, I had this is really gross. I'll say this real quick. I had a wart on my finger. I literally bit it off. I couldn't take. I literally bit it off and spit it out. And it's like my mom's like, what the hell happened? It was right on this finger, and I just literally bit it right off. And she's like, She's like, well, we could have used Compound W. I'm like, no, I don't like. It's gross. I'm getting rid of it.
At a certain point, it does. You can do that, but like I wouldn't recommend it. But
no, I did lose a couple of viewers after that story though, so I apologize. Okay, so this is of course here's Stan or Funky who throws Roy under the bus.
Yeah, boy, did he ever?
Uses him as a shield here, and throws him, and then he escapes.
I like the random Kirby inventions. So like in this page, it's like the Ferro knife. It's like it's the Ferro knife will penetrate dimensionally and then barbecue you from inside.
Yeah, that's
so
awesome.
It's like random, and you never see it again, but it's awesome. And it comes from a little like discharge thing, and yeah,
that's crazy.
Throws him under the bus. Oh!
Goodbye.
He jumps out the window.
Baby.
Yeah.
All of his crap falls off, and he just goes back to whistling Dixie or whatever. Here, he's like, "Oh, everything's great.
I'm okay." So that's great. And then he leaves.
I'm fine. I'm just fine. He walks it off.
And then the hero trio here is like, we rescued the house Rory or whatever. So
yeah, they rescued him. Yeah. It's like, but. It's like they'll come again. And that is that. Now there's a young Scott, which we'll look at in a second. But there you go. So that's that one. That's Funky Flashman. Does he appear again?
Could be.
Oh, yeah. Could be. But so Mr. Miracle makes the decision here not to run anymore.
Right. He's gonna fight.
And take the fight back to
me. I'm through running. I say we stay here and fight it out.
Yeah. Go run home to mama.
Yeah. Run home and cry to mama. Me, I'm through running. All right. So let's get a little bit of young Scott. I'm Scott free. Yeah, here's like the look at their coloring, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I guarantee they're gonna poke themselves. I don't know. I could just see like Steve trying to eat with that and poking himself in the face or something.
Wow.
It's like I could just see that this is I don't think that fork is a good that is not a good fork. That's not a good fork.
Yeah.
And they're like, give us our food, give me my food. No. So now they're eating this lump of cheese or I don't know what the hell they're eating here. It's just like
I love these. Die for Granny Goodness, and she will live for you. Very prisoner, Jack.
You're not influenced. A beast if you kill for dark side. You're not a liar if you lie for dark side. Yeah. I like the little messages. Yeah,
cruelty breeds respect.
Yeah,
I like that.
They're getting. I've always thought that. I don't absolutely agree with that. I wish I had the capacity for more of it. I'd be farther along in life, but I don't.
I also like that Granny Goodness is directing their every move.
Right.
Like to show her control. It's like right utensil, down utensil. and then Metron's like, yeah, don't listen to this shit. And then he's like, well, I'll get in trouble. It's like, oh, yeah, trouble, man.
Yep. Hey, you're scot-free.
I gotta say, of all the backup tales in these things, these young Scott-free ones are pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
They have a direction to them, and they're a little bit frightening. And there's like maybe 2 or 3 pages, and that's it. You know.
I think it's only 2 pages.
Well, the last one was 3, I think. The one.
Yes,
where
yes.
you
The,
got
okay.
the
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are fast.
They are.
So for me, this was the best issue of today.
Yeah, me too.
The Jimmy Olsen ones, which we're going to look at, I feel that there's not enough Superman in them, and
No.
it's a lot of Newsboy stuff, and that's
Yes.
fine. But I just wanted more Jimmy or Superman at least.
Yeah.
But let's take a look at
Absolutely agree. So where are we at?
140. So 144.
144? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me get the top
All
here.
right,
Hold on.
folks. A big thing in deep Scottish lake. A big thing in a deep Scottish lake. What's the title? Okay. Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, volume only, number 144, December 1971. So it's a little bit before where we were, but it's all over the place. But that's fun. Cover artist Jack Kirby, Neil Adams. I don't see any Adams in the cover because I see Adams on the Jimmy Olsen figure. I think Adams must have inked some other on some Kirby layouts. But anyway, writer, of course, King of Comics, Jack Kirby. Penciler Jack Kirby, inkers Vince Coletta and Murphy Anderson, meaning Murphy Anderson drew the Superman faces. Redrew
I'm with you.
Superman faces, of course. So
Yeah.
there you have it.
All right. So after this issue, we will I will do the hashtag and we will start collecting for
Matthew
the
Powers
giveaway.
here. We have another participant.
Yep,
Hey,
Matthew
Matthew.
Pounder's here. So after this issue, we'll do a hashtag and then we'll collect the hashtags while we're doing the last issue, and then we'll do the giveaway at the end of that issue. Okay. It all begins here with this radio. No. Come out, ya beastie. So this is not the Loch Ness monster. It's the, what was it, Loch Trevor or something?
Yeah.
Yes. So this guy's in his boat here, and boom, gets nailed by a monster. The
Yes.
Loch Trevor monster strikes again.
Ian McGregor. We've heard that name, haven't we?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell?
This comic predicted Ian
Sounds
McGregor.
familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this. I like how they I like how Jack does like introduces the name,
Yeah.
and I like how it's like Galaxy Broadcast System and boss of Jimmy Olsen, Superman's pal. I don't know. I really like that a lot, and he comes up with a different way to do it every time. So it's like he's doing his little intro, and it's
Yep.
like, you know, it's like the plotting of Morgan Edge, the sly and guarded captain of the Galaxy Broadcasting System and boss of Jimmy Olsen, Superman's pal. I could just see that on a TV show, them doing something cool with that intro.
Yeah, he does a better job of it in the next issue. We'll see. But yeah.
Yep. So this is still pretty cool. Now, if you remember, the Whiz Wagon was booby trapped, and they're confronting him. So I was waiting for this to happen because there was so much going on in the issues in between that we haven't really got to addressing that, saying, well, you booby trapped this thing. He's like, well, nonsense, I didn't do it. It's like, oh, but you did, though. Like, I don't,
Yeah.
he's like, no, I didn't do anything. We're good.
Poppycock, Olsen.
Yeah, what are you talking about? It's all poppycock.
Yeah.
It's like, all right. So he's like, balderdash. So it's like, okay, well, go investigate this mystery monster. Okay. And like Flip was like, whoa, that's my territory, the water.
Yay.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And he's like, yeah, I'll go. And everyone's like, I guess we're all going. And Jimmy's like, yeah, you guys, I can see that you're driving too. Jiving. Okay, let's pull the fish bait. Is it yay or nay? Everyone's like, yeah. It's like, yeah, I guess we'll go. Right. So everyone's like, yeah, I guess we'll tag along.
Yeah,
So
Jimmy's more of a hero in these now. He's more, even in the course of Jack Kirby doing it. He
Yeah.
seems more like, as a reader, I'm more confident in him, like being the leader of these guys. He and I don't know how old he's supposed to be here, but he
But
seems a lot
21.
wiser and a lot more experienced now than everyone else around him.
Didn't they say, excuse me, in that first one
Hmm.
that he's 21?
Okay, yeah,
yeah, I don't remember exactly what they said, but that sounds right.
yeah,
I think I remember him saying it in that first Kirby issue, but I could be wrong.
yeah.
Oh yeah, did he tell Superman that? He said, "I'm 21 now."
I'm 21. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I can
okay.
drink now. Yeah.
Yeah, the Whiz Wagon Whiz Comics.
Yep.
Yeah.
Although the
All right.
Newsboy Legion wasn't Fawcett, but still.
Yeah.
So now they're ready to go. They're like, all right, let's go. And we cut back to Superman and Guardian, who are just
Going
walking
to a
around,
nightclub.
going to a club.
Yeah.
If you guys ever finished high school, there's your chance right there.
Whew. Now you can get, yeah.
Yeah, just send in and we'll give you some.
We'll give you a diploma.
Yeah.
Well, if I ever get out of junior high, I will try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that? There, I watched those guys on the docks who do those dad jokes. They're hilarious. And the guy's like, "Oh, I read an article about I can't remember what it was, like eating too much red meat, and it really scared me. So I'm never going to read that article again."
I love it.
So they just
Cool.
that's it. That's the whole, like they just sit there and it's on Facebook. You can't scroll more than 2 scrolls without that coming up. And
Yeah.
I've watched like hours of them now, and they just sit there and say these one-line jokes, and I was like, this is super funny.
Yeah.
I like
So anyways,
Sign my card, Superman.
yeah, so this is great, man. Okay, so they're just taking autographs here, like, okay.
Yeah.
Now what you didn't see, Jack Kirby drew this in but then got rid of it. He drew a panel where they were collecting money for photo ops and autographs, and then he's like, I'll take that out. That'll
Yeah,
never
for
happen.
$300.
Yeah.
I'll sign the autograph at $300, boy. Get in line.
Yeah.
Wait
Give
in
me
line
some
for
money.
3 hours.
It's funny you say that, J-Man, because coming up on the next page is a whole bunch of people that ran the San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, Clobby might know all these guys. So
So what, these guys?
these guys are supposed to be friends of his that were behind the scenes of the San Diego
Kirby helped
Comic-Con.
start it.
Yeah.
Kirby helped start San Diego Comic Con. I don't know all these their names or anything. There's been,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So in the storyline, these
They
are
drew
these
them
are
in they
the
just drew them
bad
in the comic.
guys.
Yeah.
There's musicians and stuff. So Sean, you're saying the in joke or whatever the in thing is that.
The end thing, yeah, you can read their names in several articles online. I didn't write their names down, unfortunately.
That's okay. Yeah.
But yeah, each of the guys, because I was like, these faces look too specific.
They were called the San Diego 5 string mob in the comic.
Yeah, the San Diego 5-string mob or something like that. But yeah,
Oh my God.
they were running the San Diego Comic Con at the time. He's like, I'll put you in my comics. So here they are. I don't think the 6th person that they introduce in the next page is someone. He's just a story guy. But these are all the guys. These are his friends that ran the con at the time. Yeah.
That's so cool. I did not know that at all. That's really cool. Well, now I'm pumped up for these guys. It's like, you know.
Yeah.
And we've got our buddy who's back, man. Duplex. Double X.
Double X, yeah.
Double X.
Yeah, we like him.
Yeah, Double X. He's cool. And then so now they're talking. It's like, oh, Superman, there's something weird going on. He's like, oh, let me take a look here. He's like, okay, so we'll see what happens with there. We got to cut to here, and they're flying their jet here. They're looking down. All right, guys, let's go.
Yeah.
He's in the
Fly
jet.
whiz wagon down. And
So they're
Scrap
going-
is like, I'm pretty sure that we're not like actually landing. Like, this is stupid. And he's like, yeah, I know,
Right.
but whatever. So
Yeah.
So you fly down.
Yep. San Diego, New York Comic Con just ended, so I've not been to any of those. It's not happening for me. I don't think it's in the card.
The last San Diego Comic Con, of course, was without any Hollywood presence because of the strikes, and it turned out to
So
be
it's
one of the
probably
best
awesome.
ones. yeah, everyone was like, you know what, this is awesome. It's like this is all about just comics, and that's it.
Mark
Yeah.
went last week
To New
at
To
York.
New York?
Yeah,
to York
yeah.
City Comic. He said, now if there are no Hollywood people, I guess does that go for producers and people like that? Because they had Alex Klutzman and a bunch of those idiots there.
No. Sean's talking about the COVID San Diego,
Comic Con.
the one right after. So that was last year's, right? Or was it this year's?
I thought this year's was the same deal. They didn't have any Hollywood people.
Yeah, no,
That's what he's saying.
In the summer, the San Diego Comic Con, people just call it Comic Con.
Yeah,
but it's like the big destination for all these Hollywood things.
yeah.
Well, they were on strike, and apparently it was great because it was just about comics. Like the
Right.
bangers were great.
But what I'm saying is, a lot of people were at. So I don't know if Hollywood people wouldn't be able to go to the New York one either. But he said there was they had a Trek panel. And they had that idiot Alex Klutzman there, but I don't know if anybody else from Hollywood. I guess producers and people like that are different.
Yeah.
But whenever they do these San Diego ones, there's always Hall H or whatever it is.
Yeah, and it's all just about that. And what was dismaying was I think coming up in this one and last year's one. Last year, Marvel Productions and Warner Brothers were not going to go to the Comic-Con, and people online were like, Marvel and DC are not going to Comic-Con.
Right.
And then someone had to explain, like, Marvel and DC are going to Comic-Con. It's just that the movie studios aren't. But to you, the movie studios are Marvel and
they're
DC
all that matter.
Not. Yeah.
Yep.
It sucks, but anyway, yeah.
Yeah, the comic stuff is fine. So Arkham, who's one of our subscribers here, Arkham Gaming, he went to New York Comic Con and met a ton of. It's all he's a young guy.
Yeah.
I think he just graduated, so he's a young guy. But it's weird because he started with all of the Zack Snyder stuff, and he liked all that, and then he got in. He was into Batman comics, and then it was so funny because when we first met, he was so into all these movies, and as he was reading the comics, he got more detached from the movies.
Yeah,
and what happened was all of the people that were with him along the way started to drop off because he started to talk more about comics, and they started to talk about the movies. He's like, I don't know about these movies anymore. It was so funny. And I'm like, this is like, remember in 12 Angry Men where they're going around, they're like, let's do a take. It's like, yeah, guilty, not guilty. And it's like, well, what do you think? He's like, I don't know. And the guy's like, well, what do you mean you don't know? He's like, I mean, I don't know. And you're like, oh shit, right? Like, so it's, like, it's that scene in real life. They're like, well, you love the movies, right? And he's like, oh, I don't know. It's like, what do you mean? What happened? He's like, oh, I don't, I kind of like the comics better. And he swayed away from it. It's so funny to see because when you start getting into that was Arkham. You'll see him sometimes pop in on the chats.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
I'll point him out when you see him.
I've seen Arkham,
yeah. You've seen, yeah. So he was a big time movie, Zack Snyder guy, all that stuff. And slowly, he just like, oh, I don't know about these. And what happened was that his entire peer group, which was just based on those movies, never moved on, and he moved on, and he's like,
they weren't comic people. That's the thing.
They weren't comic people.
That's
right.
the problem. Like, listen, like we all live in a time when these movies didn't get any respect, and they were kind of poorly produced anyways. And I was probably not alone in thinking, hey, it would be awesome if this were the mainstream, and it would be great. And then we got that, and it was more trouble than it was worth, because it's like all these people that profess to be fans of Batman or fans of Superman or just fans of the movies and shows and not the comics. And when you try to explain to them, this isn't anything like the character, it's like, what are you talking about? Oh, Ben Affleck's the best. And it's like, oh my God. It's like, guys, like, anyway. It's dismaying. And I think it was sort of like we shook hands with the devil and we got what we got
what you bargained for here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, so Jimmy and the Newsboys are heading off to find the Loch Trevor monster, and they're flying there in the whiz wagon, and there's this guy who's like, "What the hell's going on here?"
He's in the way. He's like, get out of the way. It's like,
get out of the way.
Crash into him.
Yeah. Car. Hi. Game on.
Hockey thing. Yeah.
And then game on. And that literally happens in Canada.
Yeah,
that was
ball
exactly
hockey's-
what would happen.
Ball hockey's supposed to be banned in Toronto, but kids still play it.
Of
Man.
course
It's
they
like,
do.
what cop is gonna actually, stop a kid from playing ball hockey?
Yeah,
It's a
they're going to
Canadian
join in.
pastime. Yeah,
They're going to join in and play or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
So this guy's like, "Hey, what's going on here?" It's like, "You dumbass, what's So we cut back to Superman looking underneath, and he's like, "Hey, what's going on here?" It's like there's like this whole thing underneath. The
Yeah,
tunnel
tunnel.
reaches as far as the project, right? It wasn't built by us. And then
Yeah.
it's like, uh-oh, what? They're shooting crap out of their instruments. That's cool.
Yeah, they get the 6-string guy, and it's like Barry Boy. I don't know
Yeah.
who Barry Boy is, but anyway.
Now, Barry Boy.
So you shoot some.
It's like we got this girl, Ginny. Woohoo! Oh my God, it's Ginny D from. I don't know if anyone watches Ginny D. She does. It's all Dungeons and Dragons stuff, so you guys might not know her.
Yeah.
It does kind of seem like her. And this guy, wow, what a chick!
Yeah. Damn, Jack.
So now they're all eating their food and having a good time here.
They've got their sonar
I hate
thing.
him the most. He's the only one I really can't stand is that idiot.
Which one?
One said, "Wow, what a chick! What's his face? Scrapper or whatever."
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he's annoying.
Yeah,
Sorry, Jack. No offense,
he's
Jack, but man,
Yeah, it's like I'm hip, Jimmy, but I'm too young for that Boyd. I think
that
she's
Boyd.
going for you. Why don't you try dating her? And she can hear everything. And then Jimmy's like, why don't you try a little more tact? Wow, I just can't wait for you to grow up.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Jimmy Olsen, man, that was
Dude,
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
He took care of business on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was awesome. All right. So this guy produces. It's like here's the main course. Am I supposed to eat that? What is this?
Yeah.
All right, lad. It's guaranteed to work. It's like okay, so it's gonna help them find the monster.
Yeah.
And then of course he's got the little scrapper with him.
Yay, Scrapper.
So that's pretty cool. He's got the little guy with him.
It's like bed down for the night, you know.
And here's those weird sea monkeys.
Yes.
Arg. So they go out in this like I mean it's like a raft basically. Like I don't know what to say. Like I feel like they should have gotten better accommodations or something.
You need a bigger
There's a
boat.
big monster out there. I think you need a bigger, like you said.
I think we need a bigger boat.
Yeah.
You're gonna need a bigger boat. Or
Get Robert Shaw out there, man. Damn it.
Well,
steady, keep it steady.
Farewell and adieu, dear fair Spanish ladies.
Keep it steady, Hooper. Keep the thing steady.
God damn it, Hooper.
Hooper.
You go in the cage. Cage goes in the water. Shark is in the water. Out of shark. Farewell and adieu, dear fair Spanish ladies.
So Flippa goes in there. And he's like, all right, I'm going to go in there and start swimming and finding this thing. And then this guy comes, who's this? Grabs his
The
breather.
air hose, yeah.
I
No.
And then it's like, what happened? What's going on? He blacked out. What's up? What's going on? And they're like, uh-oh.
Dun.
This guy, he works for Intergang. Oh my.
Wait a
Gang's
minute.
International. So,
Wait a minute. This is a bunch of bullshit. It's
but
like,
the little scrapper guy comes out. He's like, "What's he up to?" And he goes and he and he
I like
works
that guy.
the sonar thing. Yeah, he's awesome.
And then everyone's like shaking. What the heck? They all fall out. Here comes the dragon.
Dun.
Oh my
Kind of like
god.
Fin Fan Foom with
Oh
the big
my.
things coming out
It's
of
Fin
his.
Fan Foom, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. He's just basically like one of those Chinese kind of dragons, anyways, right? So
Yeah.
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 Well, he's from space, but whatever.
Yeah, but drawn that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Like drawn in that style.
Yeah.
They're like, holy crap. So now they're treading water here. We got to get to the shore. So now, hold on. There's that big poster. This is great.
Swanderson poster. Oh, man.
It's awesome.
Dun, dun, dun.
And a compass.
Oh, it's just a compass? All right.
Is that just a compass?
Because they're like, seeing is believing. Oh my god, and it's a compass.
No, I think there's mirror. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, it does other things. Okay.
Yeah. It's the Swiss Army knife of compasses or whatever.
Yeah.
The
So
Swiss compass.
when Scrapper hit it says he hits the sonar whistle, activates, so it transmits its strongest signal.
Right.
Mhm.
So basically, they were going to, okay. So what was going to happen was that guy was going to kill them. And he figures if I activate it, some big giant fish or something will come
Yeah,
and knock us off to kind of.
that's what it was.
There wasn't much he could do. I guess you could have tried to fight him. Somebody would have got shot for sure, but I think they could have taken him.
Yeah.
Maybe he should have jumped on Jimmy's wrist and hit his Superman wristwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Call Superman. Call the army.
Of course, he could have shot him before even he got there, but yeah.
Yep. So that's fine. They get knocked out. They capture her. She's bad too.
And no more from her either. It's like, she's done.
She
just disappears.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lamos.
Yeah, we got him. It's like, okay. And then we got the DNA project.
Yep.
So this is when they cleared out all the caves that they put the project in.
Yes.
And while they were doing it, they got attacked by some ape man, and then that's the story.
And that's it. Then they just never heard from again.
Yeah.
They blew him up, and there he goes.
Dun,
Pretty good.
dun, dun, dun.
No, wah, 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 wah. Oh, different ape man.
When,
All right.
Clobby, do you know when In Search Of was on TV? That
I know
earlier
ballpark mid to late 70s, right?
Okay.
Maybe into the 80s. So I know it had to start somewhere in the mid. Again, I could be way off, but I think mid 70s ish there.
And at this point in Jimmy Olsen, we're at 1972 or something.
71 this issue.
Okay, yeah.
So
I know Kirby took from he liked all the paranormal things around him.
He did.
I mean, Eternals, he even on the cover of issue 1 of Eternals, he mentions Chariots of the Gods, right?
Yes, he does.
It's just like Chariots of the Gods, or something like that, right?
Yes.
So I thought that maybe, there may have been other shows like In Search Of on TV, talk about the Loch Ness Monster, talk about lost civilizations and stuff like that. So I thought that that's probably where this came from, but
Yes, I think it could well be. In Search Of, I don't know, maybe closer to that time, but I think it was after this comic book. If that's what
Okay,
not
so
clear to it.
Before we begin this, the third issue, we're going to start collecting. So this is what we're giving away. BeardedShirts.com is giving away a print all over Fourth World character shirt. And to enter this giveaway, all you have to do is type hashtag Kirby. So use hashtag Kirby, put it in the chat, and then we'll do the giveaway at the end of the stream. And whoever wins, we'll message you. You can message me, or I can give you an email address if you're not on Twitter. We'll discuss it. And that's it. Just go from there. So use hashtag Kirby. And that's it. That is it. And if nobody wants to be entered in it, that's cool too. If you don't want it, it is free around the world shipping, so you don't have to do anything. It'll just get shipped to you. It takes a few weeks to print. I'll explain it towards the end. So there you go. And did you guys see? So, Clobby, I know you saw my. Okay, so my Superboy versus Watchmen has 400 and something views or something like that.
Oh man, that's great.
I'm a bit stunned. I want to take a look here at where it was at just recently. So I just posted Superboy versus the Boys. That's got 63 views, but that was just posted this morning. But for my Superboy versus Watchmen, I got 422 views. So I thought that was pretty good. So I will debut my Superboy versus the Boys right now, so everyone can watch that. That's only a minute long, and then we'll get back to this thing and that, and then then the giveaway will last through that. So this is an overlay, so it's not a video. So you will be able, if you're talking through this minute, we'll be able to hear you.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind. You can be quiet, or I can mute you, or you can mute yourself
Yeah.
if you want to, whatever. But all right, so we did Superboy versus the Watchmen, which was really versus Ozymandias. Now it's versus the boys. Here we go. Sorry, I stopped it because I'm going to remove the banner. All right, here we go again.
Wow. Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Well, there you
I like
go.
how he's Apple Cord basically. He's like, you won't die. You'll just be put in prison.
Yeah, you know what? Like screw Homelander. It's like I forget it. So I don't know. I just like so I got the next. I'm not sure if I might do Dark Knight Returns.
Mhm.
Or I don't know. I don't know what else. Like I'll take suggestions if anyone has anything. Thanks, Matthew. So check out my Superboy versus Watchmen. That one's good too. That's fighting Ozymandias. But
I love it.
Dark Knight Returns, or what was the other one I was thinking about? Who else was there? What's another? What's like a? It's got to be somewhat famous, but like a character that is like Invincible. What's the guy's Omni-Man?
Omni-Man. Yeah.
I think that'll be
Omni-Man,
next.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, that'll be next in Superboy. So far, all those Superboy images are from the Superboy annual. There was only one annual. That annual is comprised of reprints, so I got basically.
That's amazing. Dude. Great stuff.
Oh, thanks. I had to put crypto. So originally I didn't have crypto. I was like, I gotta put crypto in here just to make it like funny. It's like, and he's like, I saved the planet. It's like, okay, boy, that's great. Well, I gotta go. And crypto's like, okay. It's like, I do like the Watchmen one with the guy showing up at the end. It's like, what happened? I didn't know how to end this one because I didn't really read The Boys. I thought it was just too. It's really not my cup of tea.
Yeah,
it's not.
I mean,
but maybe I'll do Omni-Man. I think that might be really funny. I'll do Invincible. So that is that. All right. So let's do Jimmy Olsen. All right. All right. So Clobby, you want to do the credits on this one?
Ookily dookily. Here we go. All right. Brigadoon is the story. Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, volume only 145. January 1972 cover dates. Cover artists: Jack Kirby, Murphy Anderson, and just the two of them because Murphy Anderson redrew Soup's face. So in other words, Jack Kirby. No offense, Murphy Anderson. Writers: writer, penciler. Who do you think? The King, inker, the not so King, Vanni Coletti, with assist by Murphy Anderson. Editors: Jack Kirby, E. Nelson Bridwell.
All right. Finished high school at home. I pretty much did. No. I finished university at home.
I might finish one day. I might decide to go ahead and finish. No, I'm not going to finish. I'll never. I haven't finished high school.
Yeah, you don't need
I know
to.
what I need to. No, not now. I mean, maybe it would done me some good way back in like the 60s or 50s, maybe. But
And the worst part is I never learned to read. It's like, is that true? Everything but the reading part.
yeah. Wayne's World, good. Yes.
I love Wayne's World.
I still can't read. Good.
I love both Wayne's World movies, and I love Austin Powers 1 and 2 and 3 are still pretty fun.
They're funny, yeah.
Yeah, but Austin Powers 1 is a masterpiece for me. It's
Yeah, I love
genius. Like the penis enlarger thing is like I can't.
It's not my bag, baby.
One book by
Yeah.
Austin Powers. It's like sweetest made penis enlarger pumps and me in brackets. This sort of thing is my bag.
Definitely my bag, baby. I love it. Yeah, I didn't like the other two movies were far inferior to the first one.
It was inferior, but there's some funny parts still though.
Yeah, when they're on TV, I do sit down and watch them and laugh, and I'm like, I guess they are funny. Like, which one is it? Is it the second or third one where he's like, everyone leave the room except for you, and it's like every single, it's like you arbitrarily like turning dials, you and
all
so
the
everybody
evil stuff is funny. Yeah.
It's like, I need to be alone. It's like you could say, Frau Scott, you're all right. Number 2, you're good. It's like you guys there, yeah, you guys can say. You pushing random buttons, you're okay. And then it's like, ooh, the little guy doesn't get it. It's like he's named everyone but Mini-Me. And it's like, they're like, well, this is awkward.
And I always quote that Scott Evil thing where he's like, I'll just go and get the gun right now. And
We'll
I'll
shoot
go
him,
in there
it'll
and
be fun.
shoot him. Yeah.
They're gonna get away.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And the funny thing, and then like he's look. I just want to have a petting zoo. Is it an evil petting zoo?
Evil petting zoo. Zip it.
Yeah.
It's like no, it's not an evil petting zoo. It's just
He always does that.
yeah. There's the first thing I heard was Peter. Yes, there you go. Oh my god! All right.
Oh my god. Sorry about that, FKHC.
Oh. All right, so we're continuing on. Scotland Yard District, Brigadoon. All right.
Again,
So-
Brigadoon, though, not Brigadoon, just for those who are keeping score.
Yeah, Brigadoon.
Brigadoon.
Jars of jelly jaguars. Really, Jack?
Yeah.
I mean, I know you've been picking on Stan, but you still hung out with him too long.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, this guy here is like this guy just appears and he collects all these like exotic, weird animals. Like, there's like a unicorn and stuff. Like,
yeah.
what the heck?
Where did that come from?
Yeah.
Heck, the what? Like, where'd all this come from? It's like, well, yes, I collect these animals here, and I'm lighting a pipe because I'm good. I'm cool.
Mythical beasties are as hot. What, I don't get. I'm not sure what he's saying. What's the hard to suggest as mythical sea serpents. But here they are, lads. What do you think from what he's talking to Scott? I don't know what he's trying to. I know they're almost supposed to be told.
Yeah, I just it's just like okay. So
Mythical monsters.
hey, Sean, is this a different color?
No, I'm surprised all the stuff here is on par.
I figured this looked like it would be a time to make it a different color. So
No, the only one they recolor is New Gods for some reason. There must be some weird thing that happened.
I think I know why. Because they did trades of these before they already had this. They already in the trades. They just made them didn't. In other words, the people who put together that New God stuff that was probably I don't know.
Yeah. It's a shame because New Gods is the best one of these, and it's like I want the original colors, man. You know.
Yep.
But anyway.
All right, so I mean, there's like this angry Charlie creature. I mean, this is weird.
Yes. What a good wow. The eyes, man, do it. It's like, what are those?
Yeah, and then
love it though.
There's just this guy here also. We call him Charlie. It's like, oh, okay.
Angry Charlie.
Goodbye, Charlie.
Angry Charlie lunges like a maddened express train. and strikes the first note of panic in this new and revealing experience assigned to the Newsboy Legion and their leader, Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen. And,
Yeah. And we've got all that and Superman 2.
and Superman too, yeah.
Yeah.
And Superman 2.
Superman 2. Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Pop, 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 pop. Blasting the crap out of him. He's breaking out. I like Jimmy Olsen here, man. He looks good.
Yeah. The hero.
Man of action. They used to call him Man of Action for a while back
Yep.
then.
Yeah, he is a man of action. I really like Jimmy in all of these a lot. It's like it's really improved this character in my eyes because I thought, yeah, I always liked him. I thought he was okay. Like he's cool. But now
Right.
it's like, yeah, he's really awesome in these. Like,
Yeah.
and I feel like this was like a big time step forward, and then they just kind of stepped him back.
Right.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is the best he's ever been.
Yeah, because
Well-
after this book, after Kirby left it, and then later after the book was canceled,
Yeah.
I mean, he just didn't have his own series ever again, probably, and that I can remember anyway. And he would just, I guess he would still pop up in, normal Superman comics, but it just wouldn't be the, same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jack
yeah.
Kirby writes him more as a hero, like more confidence, and he's awesome here. But I guess that's not on model to Jimmy.
Mhm.
But then again, it is very appealing. Like it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Well, he's
Yeah.
21 years old now. He's been
Yeah.
hanging around with, Superman, so
Yeah.
and
Right.
even Batman and Robin on occasion. So
Right.
All right.
that guy.
Oh, I banned him. I instantaneously banned him.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's already banned immediately. He can keep joining, and he can keep trolling, and I'm just gonna ban him.
Well, you used entertainment for he got some entertainment out of you by getting banned. It made it,
Yeah. I gave up on my not banning people because I am banning people because that's just how it goes now. Make your own channel, and then ban me if you want.
Yeah.
So, okay. Where were we here? So now, okay. So we're back to underwater here with these guys. What the heck? This was a bit of a trick. It's like, wait a minute. It looks like this is like part of it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
part of
man.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that monster of the lake again.
Dun, dun, dun.
Look out! It's making a pass at us. Don't get familiar. Don't get frisky. No, that. Mini shock missiles on board. Whoa, cool.
Yeah, the mini missiles. And...
Yeah, so it's
They don't
like,
look too many to me. But yeah.
yeah, what the heck?
Firepower,
So-
Jack.
Now, what the heck? This was crazy. They got okay. So hold on. They're landed. They're on here now in this like wilderness.
Just Jimmy and Scrapper for some reason. And
Yeah,
Trooper.
and okay, so they get gassed,
Yep.
and then they wake up and they're tiny.
Yes.
Yeah,
Shrunk.
like just like Scrapper.
It's
Yeah.
friggin' Honey, I Shrunk the Newsboy Legion.
Yeah. Right.
All right. So now there's two Scrappers technically because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scrapper and Scrapper.
Scrapper and
Scrapper Trooper. Yeah.
Scrapper Trooper. I like Scrapper Trooper.
So now it's like, yeah, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So they're like running around through the caverns and stuff. This kind of came out of nowhere, and then you get a mini. So this is
I love
a mini
love that.
Kirby
I love
machine.
a Kirby Machine City or whatever the hell. It's a city, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brigadoon.
Sorry.
This is it. Like it's
Brigadoon,
literally
right.
under a rock. Isn't that cool?
You
Yeah.
go, oh God, look, it's a Kirby City. Cool. Man, I want to live in a house like that.
That's awesome. Look,
And then
you-
the
you-
return of
you-
these guys.
There's Macari and
Yep,
and,
so
Simeon.
Simeon.
Yeah.
Now
I've seen them for a while.
I got a little bit okay. So were they always in this miniature city, or what's going on? I kind of lost track of what happened here.
This is the first time we see Brigadoon, I believe, right?
Yeah. So, because I don't remember what happened to them last time. We saw them in Jimmy Olsen way early on now, and then they just I can't remember if they weren't killed. Obviously, they just got just teleported back, or what happened? I don't remember.
Yeah, I lost track of how they got separated from everyone else. Because it looks like I thought they were. He's with everyone in this one cop that's shooting at Angry Charlie,
Right.
and then they cut to the car, and I don't know who's piloting the car, but that's when the monster attacks, and they shoot the monster, and then you cut back to Jimmy and Scrapper, and they're just separated from everyone, and I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I feel like I lost track of like,
it was a little
okay,
choppy for some reason.
so we had this guy introducing all of these different monsters. The Charlie guy went a bit crazy. Where these animals come from? A place called Kenna or whatever. Kenna, we call it Brigadoon.
Yeah.
Brigadoon, Scottish fairy tale city, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And that's like Whizwagon is switched to Marine Drive. Big words. Okay, so they go down. It's like, okay, we're searching. Sea serpents in this lake. Jimmy Olsen's.
It's not Brigadoon, by the way. That's the evil factor. I was just double checking on you.
The evil
Okay.
factory.
Brigadoon is falsified. It's false. That's
Yeah.
the evil factory.
So that wasn't Brigadoon here?
No. It's,
Oh.
they thought it
Evil
was.
Factory. That's yeah. I remember that now.
Okay.
But in this Whizwagon, it looks like Big Words and Gabby, and I think that's it.
Yeah, so why were Jimmy and Thing going over here? Like, I understand they're looking for that sea monster. That was the point of that.
Yeah.
Right? That was the whole.
I guess Jimmy and Scrapper split up from the others to look for Brigadoon, and they happen upon the evil factory.
Evil factory. Yeah, they thought they were looking for Brigadoon. If it even it's falsified, it doesn't even exist. It's a myth.
Yeah.
Right, it's a myth.
And
Yeah.
I even double checked it in the sometimes usually fairly a reliable DC Comics database. I just went and checked it right now because I was wondering about that myself because it's all kind of choppy. So believe me, I'm not doing this from memory because I have no memory of Brigadoon, but I do remember the Evil Factory, and that's the Evil Factory. I think was first. Oh God, I don't know when that was. In an earlier issue, Kirby. It's Kirby's, but anyway, I think it first appeared in 135. Jimmy Olsen 135. There we go. So it is Kirby. Yeah. There you have it.
So then they get gassed here. Then they're definitely shrunk. So now they're still tiny here, right? Because they're all the same size.
Yes.
And they find the factory, and it's like, okay, so this is the counterpart of the DNA project. So that does confirm that. All right, so they go in there, and then boom, they get nailed here by these guys. So these guys are short too. Is that right? Like,
yes, I guess they're all shrunken down. That's a way of hiding. They're hiding maybe they use pin particles. They want Jack Ross and pin particles with them over from Marvel, and
All right, then we continue back to Superman, who they were fighting the I guess the San Diego Comic-Con guys.
yes.
And they're now they got nailed, and it's like, all you get is our name, rank, and serial number, mister. That's cool. And then boom tube
out.
Yep, they boom tubed them out.
They're from Apocalypse.
Yep. And so she's like, far out. That big tube is fading, and that rock group's fading with it. So now Superman already knows about this because he had seen it from before.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you're right. Darth Maul, that is true. There's a lot of Darth Maul. That's very close to Darth Maul, yeah.
Ah,
right, yeah.
Yeah,
but I mean, Jack Kirby liked to take from old cultures and like designs, and
like face paints and stuff.
Lucas. So I don't know. I mean,
yeah,
it has been rumored that George Lucas read comics
Oh, yeah.
George Lucas read the Fourth World. He
Well, he
knew
definitely
about the Fourth
did.
World.
Yeah. And there's that famous panel in one of the Fantastic Fours, probably Doom's first issue, but like his first appearance, where like he's at the end of a long like dinner table thing, and he's greeting the Fantastic Four, and it looks like a shot from that
Oh,
scene in
Empire.
Empire Strikes
Yeah,
Back
yeah.
where he's at the dinner table, right?
That was
So,
issue
yeah.
50. No, well, it was in the 50s or 60s. Issue wise, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
his first appearance was in issue 5, but yeah.
yeah.
So there you go. No, it's a good point. I mean, I love that page. It's one of the most beautiful Doctor Doom. I never really thought about it, but yeah, it's like Empire. Huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, who wants Darth Vader at their dinner?
Who would be
Like,
honored if you would join us.
so Superman recognizes this though because he did meet the Forever People back in Forever
Yes.
People #1.
Yeah.
Did indeed.
So he knows them. So now these. Oh no, there is a third guy in here.
Okay.
Who the hell's the third guy?
Well, there's Flipper.
Oh, they're all here. Flippa Dippa
Flipper,
is.
Big Words, and
They're all in here.
So they
except
all
for-
split up, or I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, okay. Jimmy and Scrapper went off on their own
Yeah.
on land and got nailed with the gas.
Yeah.
Flippa's out in front scouting, while
Yeah.
Big Words, Gabby, and who's the other person? Why am I forgetting their name? I don't remember their name.
well, there's Flipper.
Did we-
There's Big Words. There's
Yeah.
Scrapper. There's Gabby.
Yeah, Jimmy.
There's one
Is that-
missing.
Wow, that's brutal. We have to
Um,
Google it.
Let me take a look. I'll look. I got it right here. Newsboy Legion. Supporting characters: Anthony Rodriguez Jr., Jonathan Gabriel. He'd be Gabby, I believe. Patrick Jr. McGuire. That's Walter Johnson. This is their real names. Put the comic names, dummy. So, but yes, there are 5 of them.
Okay, so we got all 5 then. Oh no, we didn't. No, because Jimmy was included in that. So there's them.
So
Yeah.
I know Jonathan Gabriel is Gabby. I don't know. Anthony Rodriguez Jr.
So Scamper.
might be. I don't know. I mean,
I don't remember
No,
that. Name.
he's making fun of me.
It was like, oh, you're being serious.
Yeah,
FT. I was like, I don't remember. I'm like, I don't remember that character.
Yeah.
Flipper,
I'm like,
Flipper's
No.
real name is Walter Johnson Jr. I'll look at him right now. But they put
Yeah.
the real names there like a-holes.
how could they not have
Um,
this on Wikipedia? As
In the database, it's putting their real dumb names. I mean, that's the Pappy. Yeah, that's what? No. Thomas Tompkins. Didn't the father go with him, Thomas Tompkins?
oh, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you see in this upper right panel is 3 guys here. So it's Gabby, Big Words, and some other dude.
I think the other guy's the father, maybe. Yeah, 'cause
Oh, yeah.
he's older. And his
Okay.
name is he is oops, wrong. I got that wrong. Father senior here. I don't know. Not the father. That's maybe he's Tommy Tompkins Jr.
All right,
Gabby,
CFK.
Big Words, Tommy, Scrapper. Yeah. So it's 4 in the beginning, and then Flipper Dipper.
Yeah, he doesn't have a nickname, I guess. Because they all, most of them.
Yeah,
freaking
Tommy
name.
is the other one, I guess.
Oh, Big Words. And Big Words' name is Anthony Rodriguez Jr.
Okay.
All right.
So I guess it's the dad. We cut back to them, and they're waking up, and they see Jimmy hooked up. Now, this is a bit of a throwback to the old Jimmy Olsen comics, which always had him turning into weird things.
Yeah.
So he got a great panel here of Simeon and Mokari with Jimmy here, and there's already a jolly green giant Jimmy earlier.
Yeah.
So we had a Jimmy Olsen earlier. and they're going to turn him into something else. They're going to like.
Oh yeah.
They're firing stuff on him.
Oh.
And then these guys get out of their little prison, but it's like, oh yeah, you're out, but here comes this like T-Rex monster.
Right.
Back to the crew, they find like this giant fish. And they're getting like sucked into this thing here. Like Flippa gets like sucked into this thing, and then there's your Loch Ness monster, or whatever it's called, lake monster.
Loch Trevor.
Loch Trevor. So they're like saying he was hiding in here and coming out.
Oh, look at those magazines. Go back.
Oh, let's see.
I've had those before, and then they did some nice reprints of them. They're in that new that omnibus, the Bronze Age Kirby omnibus I got. Even though they weren't done by DC, they don't know how DC just got them because that company went out of business. But it's in the Days of the Mob and Spirit World, Kirby.
Now, but they're being advertised in a DC book, so was it a DC?
Yeah, but even no, that distribution company, distributed it, but it was not DC.
Okay, yeah.
Was,
and they must have acquired the rights. Like this company must have gone under or something.
Yeah. Well, so they said, they were a magazine, but they said they knew Kirby fans were buying Kirby comics, and they said, Kirby fans, don't wait, send. And I guess DC will sell advertising to anybody.
Yeah.
Since they don't make that, other than they are Kirby comics, but they are, maybe Jack made a deal with them. Maybe some kind of deal with DC to do that. I don't know. But it is weird because it's not those aren't DC books. Or magazine format.
I've been eyeing that omnibus because it is a lot of fun stuff in there. And
you got it at Ollie's for $36. That's insane.
Yeah. See,
I don't know what
have anything like Ollie's here.
What kind of price? No. Well, believe me, it wasn't the Ollie's near me either. That's like it doesn't get down. The Ollie's down here don't get that stuff as much as it used to. But he just snagged it in Mississippi. Maybe down as far as Mississippi, they had 3 copies. He got a couple of copies.
Wow. If we had a store like that, Jim and I would like clean up.
Oh yeah, big time.
Look, we did when they were really good, and people still hit them, and I just stuff on Facebook all the time, in other parts farther up north, saying, "Look at this I got." And it's like something insane, like a crazy, like an omnibus for $30 or $20, and different stuff like that.
Yeah, we see mention of them in American YouTube channels and stuff. Like, I got this at Ollie's and I'm like, God, what's this Ollie's thing, man?
Chris got a few from Ollie's too.
Yeah,
they have like a lot of, and they do comic packs where it'll be like
they got comic packs. They got tons of trades. Most of them are modern drivel, but once in a while, I mean, my other buddy of mine got me a Forever People trade. Just a regular trade, but it was like $4.
That's crazy.
Anyway. But he gave them to me last weekend when I saw him. But anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, well, whatever. We're close to. So basically, the monster attacks here. They're trying to fight it, and you come up with these guys here. The pedestrians.
You don't look happy either because the way you're driving, idiot.
Yeah, what the hell's going on here? Cut back to the little guys fighting a T-Rex. So I guess this T-Rex is small as well. Keep that in mind. Everything's tiny here.
But Scrapper has like a laser in his
helmet there.
I think it's his helmet. Trooper, right? Yeah, okay.
It's the Trooper.
Yeah.
That's the Trooper, yeah. Scrapper's useless. The Trooper's going to
Yeah, Scrapper Trooper's got the stuff.
I want a Scrapper Trooper figure, man.
Yeah, I wonder, come on, somebody on Etsy or somebody has that.
Yeah, never know.
And I want the Whiz Wagon too. With
all the
guys.
I love
maybe Mark can
make a Whiz
3D print that.
Yeah, you never know. You might Whiz Wagon.
I don't know how much of that 3D printer costs. I wonder.
I don't know. We could ask him though.
I saw someone do a 3D printer Blake 7 wrist.
A buddy of mine made one for me. I didn't see mine. I showed it. I didn't show it to you. I have that.
I didn't know.
A few months back, he made it for a friend of mine who lives here that has a 3D printer. Made that for me. I have a teleport bracelet.
Oh yeah.
And I was so nuts over it because it might not seem like much, but it's the only Blake 7 merchandise I've ever had in my life. Ever will have it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Although Mark has made me, he's 3D printed me and painted. He made me a Liberator, but he hasn't sent it to me yet.
Oh, what the heck? That's awesome.
But it isn't.
Yeah, I wonder if somebody can do. Somebody must be able to do like a whiz wagon or something. I don't even know how to begin to do it. I'm gonna look up.
Oh
3D
yeah,
printers
it could be
and see.
done. I mean, you see, Michael did that video. The guy who did the Buck Rogers Starfighter and all those different
I
galactic
did.
vehicles.
Oh, is that what he? Oh, he 3D printed that. Yeah. I saw that. I did see that video. I
Do
forgot.
anything.
Yeah.
So
That's
for
crazy.
Jimmy,
But like, all right. So Jimmy Olsen becomes this monster. There you go.
he looks like Orion. Looks like Orion from a.
He's homo disastrous.
It's almost a disaster.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yo. Yep.
Looks
well,
like old man hippie or whatever.
Yeah.
Was there something? I think there was something else at the end of this, wasn't there?
No, there's just
no, not this one. Some reprints, but
Yeah, some reprints.
and let's see, Martin Pasco, I think, had a letter printed in this one.
Lois
No,
Lane.
not that one. It was a different issue. One of our different
One?
ones. No, one of the other ones we did this month. But anyway, so
Okay.
nothing there. Nope.
All right, people, that is it. Okay, so guys, if you want to enter, that's cool. If nobody wants to enter the giveaway, that is cool. I will give it away on my Instagram if nobody wants to do it through the stream.
Well, that's a damn shame. I mean,
I'll give it another couple of minutes, and if not, I will put it through my Instagram because I know a lot of people are on the Comics Curing Cancer streams that were going on. Although I thought that I'm not sure if they're still going on. Yes, they are. I think they are still going on. Yeah. So there you go. All right. So let's take a look at what we got next week. Hold on a second. Where is my notes? Hold on. That's cool, Matthew. Fourth World. Sean, what do you have next? We'll just go by your omnibus.
So it's Forever People 7.
Hold on a second. Yep.
Jimmy Olsen 146.
Yep.
And New God 7.
New God 7.
My favorite one. But
Okay.
The Pact.
Is Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane in your? Because that comes up as a part of it. Superman's girlfriend
Really?
Lois Lane 117.
No. Is
I don't
that made by Jack Kirby, or is it they just incorporate some
it's not a
characters in
Kirby
it?
issue.
No.
Yeah.
They probably
Maybe.
incorporated some characters in it or something.
Yeah, maybe Lois Lane.
When you look it up.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Like Lashina comes in or something like that.
Right. Like I don't
I
know.
think she actually does. You might be right.
Oh
Might be-
yeah.
That might be what it was. If I think she met her. I don't know. I'm to be way off. I'm probably wrong.
I was just joking, but I don't
Sounds
know.
possible. I think
Okay,
it might
so
be
she
true.
finds a bottle. She's kissing Superman.
What issue number was that?
117.
117, huh? Look like it. SOS from tomorrow. Morgan Edge is on there.
Oh, that's why.
It's going to Morgan Edge's soul.
Is that
Yeah, he's the only guy.
that's
in there.
right. This was the last one. This might have been one of the last appearances with that Morgan Edge. Let me see what year was it. That was 71. No, so maybe his first appearance, but that'd be weird because we were not first, but first appearance in something else. Maybe they're saying that's the other one.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. It's not anything. It doesn't look like there's anything going on here.
No, it might be because if Morgan Edge is in it, then that's probably why someone's counting it. But to me, it's like if it's not Jack Kirby, it's not Fourth World.
It's not anything to do with the story either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like other like his characters appear in other DC comics. Yeah. What's your point?
Yeah, I mean, eventually there was Morgan Edge, was being part of the Superman comic, and it was a different one.
Yeah.
Or I mean, it was a different one. He's not the one that was being used by Darkseid, or he was like being mind used or whatever. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
But no, this does not count at all. Who put that in there? Just because of Morgan Edge? That's a little bit silly.
Yeah.
So,
Yes,
well, are
Kirby
we?
created him, but
Let me see here. Are we more than halfway done?
We're more than halfway now. I think so.
Hold on, let me see.
We
Okay,
stopped on my thing on 750, but then again, I think it counts some of the.
Yeah, there's 48 books.
Right.
Oh no, are we doing the New Gods reprint series?
Well, only the new stuff in the reprint series.
there's
That's
some new
in
stuff
this.
in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the okay, so that I mean that is that even a full issue?
I remember
so
buying
whatever.
those. They were like 6, weren't they? I
No,
bought them
no.
all.
They made new issues in that series, and that's what's counted here in this.
Okay.
Yeah. This reprint.
So are we
got new
doing
stuff in
Mr.
there.
Miracle 11 to 18? That's all in there, right?
I'm trying to check. Hold on.
Because then we're yeah.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they be? What? Because they're.
Yeah.
I can't remember when Kirby stopped.
Let's see. He stopped at about.
No, he's on 18. He's
Okay,
pencils
okay.
and
Was it 18?
well,
he
cover
did it-
pencils by Jack Kirby though.
16, 17, 18. So 17.
Yeah,
I'm
18
putting
was
them in
his
Excel.
18 was his last issue. Then it stopped,
Yeah.
and then years later, they brought it back. But I have a trade that reprints these because I bought some of these when they came out. Obviously, it's not Kirby. There's a cool trade out there though. It's by Steve Englehart, Marshall Rogers, the guys who did the Definitive Batman. Although there was like a Michael Golden issue, it's really beautiful art in it, and it was a pretty fun series. It was just like Mr. Miracle. If you like him, and even though I was heresy to say because it's not Kirby, but and it's not Rogers' best work on the first issue, but after a while, I think Terry Austin starts inking him. It's got a great cover on that on number 19. But there's a trade that collects those. I think I found it cheap at some point. But the art gets really good after even though Coletta ink. Even Coletta couldn't ruin issue 20. I'm looking at him now again.
Yeah, so 18 is the last Fourth World.
Last Kirby,
Mr. Miracle. The new
Then
Gods.
it's the reprint stuff. Then it's the graphic novel.
When you talk what for which
After Mr. Miracle 18, then it says New Gods reprint series, and then it says Hunger Dogs. That's the
right.
Yeah.
So of the New Gods reprint series, I think only issue 6 is the
6
one
is the one we're doing.
that has new stuff in it that leads into Hunger Dogs. So
Right.
yeah.
So that means there's 57 books altogether, and we've done 30 because we did 3 per episode. We're on episode 10, and we've done 30. So more than halfway done.
Yeah.
Now maybe the graphic novel will be a bit longer, so we might have to. For sure. No, that's what I was starting to think. I'm starting to think like, once we're done this, what's the next thing?
Those 2 series that he did.
Those are short.
Anyway,
you got long ones like Commandy and OMAC and
Yeah. Do you want to do superpowers, Clobby? Those aren't that long.
I mean, they're not like some of the greatest stuff he's ever did or anything. He didn't even write it all or didn't ink it all. But if you want to do it,
I don't know. What do you think? Well, we'll discuss it when we're closer to the end.
We could go with something else like a Commandy. Commandy's awesome. So
Commandy, again, it's a lot of it, but I mean, he did it for at least 30-something issues. But I'm game Commandy was great.
Long.
So was OMAC. Yeah.
So someone else took it over after him or something?
Yeah.
Because it went to like 50 something. No,
it did.
Yeah.
But
so
he
there's
left it after a while.
There's Machine Man. There's Demon. There's what was the other one?
Too. Oh,
Cobra.
It's been a while. Cobra didn't last that long. That's in that. A lot of those are in that omnibus. Cobra's in there.
Yeah. OMAC.
Yeah, OMAC's not very long.
No,
and OMAC's not long.
Yeah.
Let me see how many issues is OMAC. That might be I was thinking let's do a shorter one.
Oh, Devil Dinosaur.
Yeah, I've got those.
Yeah.
So OMAC, okay.
Let's see.
OMAC.
Kirby left Commandy around. I think his last issue was number 33. I'm not
Yeah.
So it'd be
mistaken.
11 episodes.
If you want to do something akin to Fourth World Eternals,
Yeah, we've reviewed it before, but
Yeah.
I'll hang with you for that. I'll hang you. Didn't we? Oh man, who did I do that with? Were you there, J-Man, for that or no? Did you review it?
I wasn't on stream for it.
You
I usually
look
watch
at
all your
something.
stuff till I watch every stream of yours till I fall asleep.
Oh, he did 34 as well. Well, that makes me proud, actually. But no, we review. Maybe it was. I thought it was you, me, and Nick and Mark. Maybe it was just myself, Nick, and Mark.
No, we did at least like one or some of them.
I reviewed
remember
the whole
that.
series.
We're talking about Eternals.
No,
All
we
20.
did it. We did it when we did it the movie.
Right.
We talked about the
reviewed
comic.
it all. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but we
I
didn't
don't
review
think
it all.
we reviewed the entire thing. No,
I did.
No,
Yeah.
we did not.
You
review
did,
it.
yeah. Yeah.
I thought
No,
you did
Clobby did, but not with us.
Yeah, you did, Clobby. I remember because I watched all of those.
All 20
Yeah,
of those.
but not with us.
It was one
Yeah.
show we did it. Yeah.
Yeah, in the comments, I had answered some of your questions about the second series.
Yep.
Okay.
Because the second series wasn't Kirby, of course, but
That's right.
but that's where a lot of the crap from the movie comes from. Like when one dies, then another copy of him comes to life in a little pod. It's the same stupid crap. That was
But the
introduced
movie
by the
even
series.
ruined that, though. The movie even ruined the
It's just a
second.
dumb idea, anyways. Yeah.
Like, so even that was the Neil Gaiman stuff, right, Sean?
Whoever made the second.
No,
series.
the stuff after with Thomas and a few people screwed around with it way before the Neil Gaiman stuff in 2000.
Yeah.
And then there was
they tried to finish it off in the Thor.
in Thor,
stuff.
and
Yeah.
then it had its own miniseries that by I forgot who wrote it. It was but someone in Sal Buscema did the art.
The second miniseries, I only like it because Gar is in it, and I like Gar. I'm the only one in the world that likes him as a Marvel villain because he's the villain in Atlantis Attacks, but that's where he gets his cosmic powers and all that stuff. But all the stupid like their copies and stuff that I remember that from that miniseries, and that was awful.
I thought the movie took mostly from Neil Gaiman's run.
It did. It didn't do it. There's no Kirby. Zero Kirby in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no Kirby, so I was wondering where they got their ideas from.
They just they've just got it all from the like you just said.
I thought it was the Neil Gaiman stuff.
What is Neil Gaiman's run?
I don't know.
It was 2000, year 2000.
Oh hell, no!
John Romita Jr.
Yeah, no.
2006 miniseries.
The last Kirby drawn issue of Commandy's number 40, and he didn't even write it. And then had a lot of different cover where he didn't even do the covers, and with the last one he wrote, I think might have been like was it 39? Nope, not 39. He kept doing the art, and he was busy, I guess, and he get lousy ass Jerry Conway to write it. Sucks. Hack ass, hack.
Yeah, they really did a number on Eternals after Kirby. And I know people say that it's not Kirby's best work, but I feel like there's a lot of internal struggle there because like a lot of his ideas sort of like go away and never come back, and I don't know what's keeping him from focusing. I feel like it's Marvel stupidness,
Yeah, he didn't want it. He didn't want it to be in the Marvel universe. He didn't want it to be, it messed with after he was gone, and he just cut it short. Yeah, it was a disaster. He really wanted to do something where you could kind of recapture of the fourth word feel without redoing it.
Yeah, they have Icarus fighting a Hulk robot because he didn't want the actual
robot
Hulk in there.
But they got to put him on the cover to tell people, "Hey, Kirby drawing Hulk."
Yeah, it's on the cover. I'm like, oh my god, it's a robot. That looks.
I remember that. I read. Yeah, I saw that.
As far as Kirby proper, which means written and drawn, you have 37 issues of Commandy. Just
37.
After
I'm
that,
not,
he was.
I'm 37. I'm not old.
Yeah.
So, that's from every time you say the word, if you say 42, it's Hitchhiker. If you say 37, it's Holy Grail. I'm 37. I'm not old.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And then he says, he's like, well, hey, old woman, I'm a man. Sorry, I'm 37. What? I'm 37. I'm not old. It's like, well, I can't just call you man. Well, you can call me Dennis. Well, I didn't know you were called Dennis. Well, you didn't take the time to find out.
Oh shit!
That's
Nice.
like my favorite. That's my favorite. That's my favorite exchange.
You know what we should do if we do Commandy? I think
Mhm.
do a cutoff point, because I could tell there was a time when he really just kind of,
Phoned
Kirby
it
was
in.
busy, wasn't the same. We should do 1 through number 29.
Those are the good ones.
Well, we can do a little bit beyond that, but take a look at the cover of number 29, and that'll kind of tell you why. What's my favorite issue? And I have that issue. Buddy, I'd wanted it for years, and a buddy of mine picked it up for a while back.
Which one? 20? No, what'd you say? 29?
29.
Oh yeah, this is awesome. Yeah.
They even sort of adapted. You saw that Kirby.
Oh yeah, that cartoon was the best.
Cartoon, I loved it. Yeah.
That was 10 out of 10. Even my wife, who didn't know jack shit anything at all about Command, she didn't know jack shit nothing. She doesn't know what this person is. So she's watching, and I knew what they were doing. I didn't say anything. I hadn't seen it yet. We watched it together without knowing what it was. And she's like, "Oh man, that was awesome." She's like, "Oh, that's Superman. What the heck?" She was like super stunned with that. I was like, "Yeah, that was awesome." Actually, that was on that Constantine disc. All of those shorts were pretty good.
There are a lot of good ones. The first, it was originally on that stupid JSA movie.
Yeah, they put them all together. If you buy, there's a not deleted. What am I saying? There was a Constantine Blu-ray that came out that put all of those in one thing. So it was a Constantine
animated thing or
Constantine animated. So maybe it was House of Mystery or something. So it was like,
okay, I didn't see that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 1 hour. It's 1 hour Constantine, and then you got Blue Beetle, Commandy,
nice,
and Losers.
Sergeant Rock.
Oh no, Sergeant Rock.
Yeah, no, was it Losers also? Sergeant Rock, Adam Strange, Phantom Stranger, Death from Sandman.
Those were all okay. So those other ones are not on that disc. Those are on separate movies. But the Constantine one came with, I'll tell you, let me look it up.
They just need to put all the shorts on one damn thing.
I think all the shorts are awesome. I'm trying to think
I don't like, but I didn't like.
Spectre one was cool.
I tell you what, I was disappointed in the Adam Strange one. I'm a fan of Adam Strange.
Yeah.
Well, just me. You might like it. I didn't care for it much. I'm a fan of the character. I thought that was kind of weak where they handled it. Let's see. The Catwoman one was just... But for the most part, man, Jonah Hex, the Spectre one was my favorite, probably. Green Arrow one was cool. Yeah.
Green Arrow was cool too. Yeah.
Huh? Which one?
The Green Arrow one.
My Blue Beetle might be my favorite. And then what else? Like you said, there's Death was okay. I mean, I'm not really into that character much. It was an all right one. Phantom Stranger was pretty good.
Yeah.
Why can't I not find this?
Sergeant Rock, Losers.
I can't find anything. Anything fast today. I don't know why. Like, why is it not like? Why doesn't it tell you what the hell's on here?
Matthew Powder says Kirby finished Fourth World themes in Captain Victory too. Yeah, he did. I mean, I remember Captain Victory was. I
have a lot of those.
It was an interesting book. I mean, it wasn't like. I mean, it's been so long since I've read it. I'm not going to say anything about it other than I planned for years to go back and read some of those.
I have a lot of Captain Victory on from Comixology when they did a but I don't know, like, I bought those Genesis ones, which isn't really Jack Kirby.
Those aren't.
Those were Alex Ross did the covers, and then
Kurt
I don't know. Oh, is it Kurt? Yeah, okay. So I
did some of it. But yeah, no, Captain Victory and his Galactic Rangers was the first comic by Pacific Comics, PC Comics. But they were Pacific Comics in 81 or 2, whatever it was. And we were pretty excited about that. And of course, the direct sales comics only.
Yeah, so Galactic Rangers, that's the first. Is that now so that's Jack Kirby, right? I'm looking at that.
Yes, that's Kirby's book. Then he did a book called Silver Star around the same time, and Destroyer Duck a little bit later.
Yeah, okay, I'm looking at that right now. Captain Victory looks pretty cool to me.
I mean, it's crazy Kirby art. Like, it's just, it's really, he was getting toward the end.
Yeah.
But it's just, how crazy he was. I mean, to me, like, for Eternals is some of my favorite stuff ever of his art. Mm-hmm. So it was just in terms of his art. And this is a number of years after that. But it was when he was just kind of he was just throwing it to the wind. He says, just do, crazy, just and of course, put it out there in the best of ways.
Yeah, I'm looking at the. I don't know. Captain Victory looks pretty damn awesome. There's not that many of those.
No,
That could be a contender as well. How
Silver
many of those
Star.
were there? There's
I'm
only
gonna go back and
13
take a
of
look
those.
at those and see.
Yeah, they look pretty neat. Actually, I'm looking at them now. And Captain Victory just looks cool to me. He's a little bit of Icarus mixed with. It's a little bit of like Icarus mixed up a little bit with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a little bit of like a Captain America kind of. I don't know.
Well, Captain Victory.
Yeah, he's got
the space saga. It's about an space invasion. He's a space ranger type and his Galactic Rangers. It's called Captain Victory and his Galactic Rangers.
Rangers. Yeah. I'm looking at it. Did you like those? Did you like that Genesis thing, or was that not? Was that based on anything Kirby did, or did they just make
it was
up their
based
own?
on Captain Victory. I bought a couple of them, and it wasn't really that remarkable to me. It wasn't him, so.
Mm-hmm. The covers look wicked because Jack Ross,
great covers.
Alex Ross copied kind of Kirby style, but painted. It looked really neat.
Yeah. They really are nice. You're right. The covers are cool. That's probably why I bought them for so long.
Yeah, it looks like it's like Kirby. It's like a weird. It's weird. It's like Alec. It's like, yeah, that's Alex Ross, but wait, no, it's kind of Jack Kirby. It's weird. It's like it's your brain is like what is this? What am I looking at?
1981. They only had 13 issues of it. In Defense of Our Galaxy, Captain Victory and his Galactic Rangers. I haven't read this.
I'll have to get those.
I'm gonna go back and read these now. Now you've talked me into it.
Yeah, we've got time. See if they're worth looking into, because then it's a little bit of a lesser known thing. Like everyone, and then but Commandy's a good one to do. And again, we can do. So Sean and I did 4 issues of Transformers on our Transformers Thursday stream, and we didn't how we're going through every panel almost. Like we kind of went a little bit quicker and just kind of gave our points really quick. Like, oh yeah, this issue is about this. I like that and that. We didn't go fine tune the way we're doing it here. We're like really like fine tuning it. You know what I mean? Like we can almost even do 5 issues if we just kind of go through them a bit quicker, right? Like even today we were finished like 10 minutes ago, right? So
yeah, well, it's got some wild art in it. I'll tell you that much. I'm just looking at it again for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. It's insane.
Yeah, and then pages in the back explaining the arsenals and the characters and all that kind of crazy stuff.
I gotta get these. I think I'm gonna have to grab these. I don't know. They look pretty damn cool to me. Well, you read it. Why don't you read them and then you message me and tell me if it's because I'm like it looks pretty.
I've been meaning to do that for a long time.
So okay.
Silver Star, I remember didn't like as much, but go ahead.
I was gonna say, did that Star Warriors thing come out? Remember, J-Man?
Yeah, I have it.
You have it? Yeah, I didn't get that. I didn't see it in my comic shop, but
do you want me to?
I didn't get it either. And I do know they fiddled around with stuff.
Do you want? Let me see if it's on. Is it on?
Yes, it
comics.
I've seen it on there.
Is, yeah.
Star Warriors, right?
Comic books. I saw it on there.
I thought it was a
new Star Warriors. Here it is. Yep, this is it. You want me to share a screen and show it to you?
Sure.
Yeah, here. Yeah, I bought it.
It was Kirby art that Tom Scioli just like.
Yeah, but he fiddled with art. I don't know.
Yeah, so did he fiddle with actual pencils or just the coloring?
No, I don't think so. But the coloring, yeah, he added that silly. In other words, the coloring. I mean, I don't know. I want it because it's kind of cool, but
yeah, he didn't want to color it. He just like tinted it so that you could still get the pencils. But
it's interesting. It's not really.
Shit, I would have grabbed you one, Sean. I didn't even think about it. I thought this was like super, like you could just get it.
My comic shop kind of sucks, man. I don't know what they order. It's like I think they order specifically for the 5 regulars there or something. It's so ridiculous sometimes.
So let me mark it down. Hold on, I'll mark it down on my list. See if I can grab another one. Shit, that might be gone because like.
Oh yeah, no one cares.
That's over now. Star Warriors for Sean. Okay. Let me see if I can find another one for you because, like, I think my guy ordered 3 for the 3 Jack Kirby fans or whatever who need to get it.
Yeah, of course.
It's just like, But no, I've got it. Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's
It
fat
looks
though.
cool.
It's like a $10 book or something. It's like
It's $10. Yeah.
yeah. But it's fat though. Like I'll show it to you when you come over on Sunday.
Yeah.
But no, this is. I mean, I don't know. Like Clobby, what do you? I mean, I had to get this. Like
Claude got it, and I wanted to get it. I just couldn't go get to the shop. I would buy it. I mean, again, it's just it's an interesting take of him messing around with it. But I'm fine. At first, I kind of balked at it. But it's okay. Cioli's weird, but I like him. He does some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
He took an Eternals page, and and you saw that one where he turned it into a New Gods bit.
Yeah.
Which was kind of funny, actually.
I bought everything of his so far, so I like him. I'll buy that stand book.
I'm not gonna buy that stand book. I can't do that. You have to let me know.
I've always seen a preview of it, and it's not flattering to him, so I don't know.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
I've heard he's been kissing their ass, but you never know.
Yeah.
And we can cover this, Sean, if you want to just you and me do it once, or if Club, if you want to do it.
It looks awesome to me.
I'm willing.
Yeah, okay. So let's we can set something up for this.
Now, Jay, you reviewed that Jay Garrick the Flash comic. Dude, I was thinking about reading it, and I'm looking at it now. The art sucks donkeys.
I know, but I like the story so far. Be warned. My spider sense is tingling, and I said this. My spider sense is tingling on this one. And my buddy messaged me. He's a big time mega Jay Garrick super mega fan. And I said, and he's like, I really like this a lot. I was like, I liked it a lot too. And he's like, I'm worried. I said, I'm also worried. Firstly, it's a new comic, so you always have to be worried.
Right.
B, it's a new character that's supposed to be from the 60s who's now in the present time, which means they're inevitably going to say, oh, the 60s are shit, or they're going to do some sort of weird politics or something, right? They didn't do it in this issue. I'm reviewing an issue per issue. If I say this issue's crap, like this happened with Wonder Woman, I stopped after page 5 and I didn't even review it because it was so awful. That Clobberin Time, remember that Clobberin Time comic that just came out?
Yeah, I read it.
It's awful.
First 3, it sucks. God.
I don't know what page it is. We can pull it up if we need to, but whatever page I got to a page, and then I immediately stopped, and I said, F this comic, I'm done.
There was some SJW preaching to Ben Grimm while I sat on a stage in an interview.
I stopped. Literally, it was like an SJW telling Ben Grimm that he was privileged. I was like, I'm done. Done with this comic.
What is that? God damn.
Yeah, Ben Grimm didn't lead a tough life compared to yours.
Right.
You little twerp.
Yeah, no. So again, the first issue of Clobberin Times, the first issue was mild amusing.
Yeah,
it was amusing.
I don't like the art, but yeah.
Yeah, the art's, they're fighting guys, they're fighting aliens. Okay, this is cute. Issue 2, I'm like, okay, I'm done. So Jay Garrick Flash, spider sense is tingling. They introduced the character. She's not annoying. She was fun. She wants to save people. They save people in the beginning. Soon as she gets time displaced and comes back, she immediately goes to save people. Okay. It's like she just got back from being time displaced for 60 years. She hears on the radio, oh, there's bank robbery. She immediately runs to save them. I'm like, that's a check. That's good. Saves people. Okay. Let's see
Yeah.
Issue 2, if it sucks, I'm going to say it.
Much though, I don't like that art.
Yeah, the art's the art. I mean, I thought it was okay for me. It's like I gave it a pass on the art.
Well, did they come out with the Alan Scott one yet? Because I saw it's next week, I think.
I would probably not get that one if I were you, Clubby.
The idiot writing it, I forget his name, but I saw somebody. There's a channel I watch sometimes. I love comics. Those guys are pretty cool.
Yep.
They were talking about it this morning, and they were showing the guy made a main vitriolic video.
I saw it.
You saw that? Basically,
my God.
What's
wrong? I would have thought people have learned by now, but it's the same mistakes over again. It's and this guy is like begging people to buy his comic. If you have to beg people, number one, that's awful. Number two, you're begging them to buy it. He didn't say anything about the story. All he's saying is like,
Yeah.
buy it because it's a gay comic or whatever.
And you're also, and you're an evil istophobe comics gator.
Yeah, and then the accusations come out. It's like, how old are you? You're an adult, and this is how you reason and
idiot.
Think? Oh my god! Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Yeah,
the Chucky series lead character is gay in a gay relationship. Everyone likes that character. Everyone, not right. You're not a Chucky fan probably, so that's fine. But everyone else, if you're a horror movie fan, or if you're a horror fan of Child's Play or Chucky and whatever, it's exactly for you. It's got Chucky, and they never led with that. They just said Chucky killing people, whatever. That One Piece international cast, you have that transgender actor who's playing Kobe. Mm-hmm. It's like everyone loves One Piece.
Yep.
Do you see anyone? And of course, as Sean has always said, they don't mention that at all. Nobody's mentioning the fact that One Piece is great and has a diverse cast, off color, like, off white characters. It has that transgender guy in it. Nobody's saying shit about that. How come they're not saying anything about that?
No, because success is invisible.
Because it's a successful show.
Progress is invisible because it's not something to be outraged at and then get on your bully pulpit and then promote yourself basically as some sort of virtuous guy who's fighting the good fight. If someone does the right thing and does it correctly, no one says anything about it and no one knows about it. But look, 30 years ago, the Ellen show, like what the sitcom,
Ellen,
history where Ellen came out and everything. The problem was that then every show after that was about that. And I remember even gay rights groups at the time were like, okay, can we go back to her owning a small business again? Like, it's like, this makes it remarkable. And that's not what we want. What we want is, she happens to be gay and she's a citizen of the world and everything. And they made too much of a big deal of it. And that's the same problem now too. And I don't understand. It's like, the guy knows it's not going to be successful. That's why he's begging people to read it. Why do you think it's not going to be successful? Just like, does Green Lantern fight a guy? Is there some cool intrigue? Is there like
I know why he's doing it.
Is there a story? Like,
first of
why
all,
wouldn't you tell us the story?
It's preemptive, Sean, because I'll tell you this. He is, first of all, he came out in a nasty attack on anyone who won't read it. I mean, like, read it, you bigot, or you're a bigot. And then basically, a lot of people have complained about, look, the stupid Earth 2 Alan Scott. Yeah, I know they made him gay. Golden Age Alan Scott's not gay, but this guy's they've turned him that. And this is probably the guy who did it. And he knows he's preempting this because he knows as soon as that's in that first issue, probably.
It is. I saw the previews.
People are going to complain about it. And so he's like, this is a preemptive strike to make even less people buy it, I guess.
Right.
I wouldn't ever touch that thing. Because you know what? Is it anti-gay? You can call it all you want. No, Alan Scott's not gay. Turning characters that aren't gay, like Bobby Drake and all these other ones they've done, go to hell. Just I'm
make
not
an interesting character. Like, why piggyback on the success of successful people?
Yeah.
Like, make your own guy.
And I talked to the writer. My first interview was I interviewed
the Iceman guy.
I interviewed the Iceman guy doing the gay Iceman, and he's gay. And he literally told me, he's like, he wanted to write Wolverine. He had a story for Wolverine. They said no to him. And they're like, you can write Iceman because we're making him gay. And because you're gay, you can write the gay character Iceman.
God. Right.
They literally told him that. This is Marvel.
That's
he told me. And he's like, he goes, that's what they told me to do. And he's like, I was very disappointed. I wanted to do Wolverine. And then the big kicker, and he left Marvel from this.
Wow.
They took his story and used it in one of the Wolverine backup series or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, holy shit, that was my story.
He pitched it and
he pitched it and they're like, no, you can't write it because Wolverine's not gay. They're like, why don't you do Iceman? And he got forced to do Iceman. He did a good look. Listen, I like that. He did the best he could do with that character with those circumstances. And he's like, but I don't want to write Iceman. I want to write Wolverine. I'm like, well, he's not gay, so you can't write him.
And he didn't want to write gay Wolverine. He just wanted.
No, he didn't want to write gay. He wants to write normal Wolverine.
He wants to write Wolverine.
Yeah, regular
like,
Wolverine.
No, you write the gay character because you're gay.
That's exactly what they told him.
Your idea and steal it.
Yeah, that's exactly. And he left Marvel. He's like, I'll just do my own. And he does his independent comics now.
Yeah.
Yeah. He told me that. That's crazy. I was like, what? And he's like, I knew. Look, I already knew that. Like, this was not a revelation.
Hear it, you know, like
we already knew that. And I told him I'm not going to publish it in my article or whatever. I saw, you know, and nobody remembers what that was anyways. You can't find that online anyway.
Yeah, the blog. Yeah.
The blog and all that. But anyway, so it's
Wow.
like, but yeah, he told me, he's like, oh, straight up, they wouldn't let, and he goes, they took my Wolverine story. He's
Unreal.
like, what the hell? So yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, Sean, what's going on your channel?
Is tomorrow Saturday? So
It
tomorrow
is.
night, 7 p.m. on Deceptron 77, I'm gonna show an episode of Hilarious House of Frightenstein, which is a Canadian classic kids show, which is basically Universal Monsters, you know, like an a Sesame Street type of thing. Vincent Price was in it, so Vincent Price is in it. I was gonna say when we were talking about Austin Powers, Mike Myers, of course, grew up here, and I always think, because I know he's talked about Hilarious House of Frightenstein, but remember there was the little person version of the Count. I always thought that he took that idea for Mini-Me. It had to be, because it's the same thing.
Yes,
It's
you're
like
right.
it was a little person playing the Count, and the Count like kibitzing with them, and it's like that's basically Mini-Me from Awesome
my
Powers.
God,
Anyways,
you're right.
it's a great show. It's a fun show. It'll be about 45 minutes or so on my channel. It's Halloween. It's a great Halloween thing to watch, you know, as a distraction. So tomorrow night
right,
at
cool.
8 p.m.
Clobby, what do you got? What do you got going on?
Let's see. I guess I don't know. I might go hang out with the comic shop boys later, Nick and the gang, but at 8:30, but Central. But tomorrow night, of course, Saturday night Star Trek. Raquel's back. Well, she's been back for a while now. And we begin with season 3 of our reviews of Star Trek Voyager. Star Trek Voyager. Yeah, that's
one of the greatest shows of all time.
One of them. I mean, it's in the top 2 million. I hear. We have such a good time doing it, and hanging out with the gang there and stuff. So there's gonna be a lot of fun. Oh, Sunday night. I know you guys are usually going to bed by this time, but we're gonna have a good show on the Sunday Night Geekery on Mark D with the C's channel, because he's got all the sights and sounds of New York Comic Con
nice.
2023. He attended it last week, and then that Sunday he got kind of messed up, so he couldn't do a show. So he's going to have all kinds of the footage, video, and stuff. And you know how he is; he records for. I mean, it could take 2 shows to show it all again, like it did last year. So.
Yeah, I saw the post. I'll try and tune in for that, because that sounds awesome.
Pretty cool. Yeah, got a lot of stuff. So
yeah,
there you go.
So Mark's channel. So basically, Mark's channel. I've put his channel in the description of all my videos, so his is always there as well.
Cool, thanks.
But yeah, he'll schedule it for like 10 something my time, and then it's like 10:30 my time. I'm like, dude, 10:30 my time.
Yeah.
Like I'm already like, I'll be in the. I'll just have it playing. And I'm not saying I'm going to sleep, because it's like I listen to it. I'm listening to it on my computer, and my bedroom's like right there. So I just get in, and I'm like, okay, I'm too tired. I got to log down. Then I just go to bed, and I can't even type because my wife is right there. If I'm like typing, it's like she hears like, and she's like, "Are you arguing with someone online?" I'm like, "No, I'm just commenting and whatever."
Oh, Tuesday night I'm going to be at Nick's. Nick does a show called Toxic Tuesdays. Which is pretty cool. And I go. Yeah, he asked me to come on sometimes. And he asked me a lot, but I don't. A lot of those shows, and those movies, I like. Some I don't. But this week I'm going on. He asked me on
Darkness.
Army of. You know about that? Yeah. Army of Darkness. I love it. I can't wait, Mr. Fancy Pants.
That's my top 10.
Oh, can't wait to go watch it again. It's been years since I've watched it, but I used to watch it like every damn 2 or 3 times a year, probably. But now I need to go see it and watch it.
Oh, I watched Army of Darkness. I would watch Army of Darkness like twice in a day sometimes. Like I would just watch it and rewatch it.
There's a time, yeah. I mean, after I first saw it in the theater, it was 93 or 4, whatever it was.
93.
Went back a couple of times and it was gone. I was so mad when we finally got it on tape.
Yeah.
Oh man, watched it over and over again back in the 90s. Yeah. And then later, love it.
Did you like Evil Dead 1 and 2, or did you watch those?
I love 2 a lot. 1 is just a dumb horror movie. It's just scary. I watched scared the bejesus out of me, but there's nothing fun about it. So it's like, you know what? Screw that. 2 is a cartoon of that.
Right.
A little bit more, and that's why I love it, because it's funny. That's Ash. The first one's just a silly horror, just a ugly horror movie that scares the shit out of me, which is well done. I'm not knocking it because it gave us the other ones, but I love the second one. They did that last week. Yeah.
And when they said like, was it Rob Tappert or whoever it was? He's like, boys, don't call it the Book of the Dead. People are going to think they have to read for 90 minutes. Call it the Evil Dead. And Sam Raimi's like, oh, that's the dumbest title I ever heard, but whatever.
Well, that turned out. It's true.
Yeah, it's like, don't call it the Book of the Dead. People will think they have to read for 90 minutes. It's like, well, who thinks that?
Yeah.
Who thought that? This movie's called The Book of the Dead. Oh man, am I gonna have to read? It's like, no.
Oh, that's true. Hey, look, you laugh. I know idiot rednecks down there that will, if they know a movie subtitled and they'd have to read, they won't.
Right, they won't see it. Right? Yeah.
No, I had a buddy, but my brother, they had this like redneck that used to bitch about that. So he calls him one day back in 2000. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and which I love. It hit the theaters, and they hear me talking about it. So my brother calls, "What's that movie? The Crouching whatever." You told me it was subtitled, right? I said, yeah. I said, okay, tell me the title. I want to write it down because we got this guy. We're going to trick him into saying how great it was, and he's going to walk in and he's going to get pissed off and walk out. Because there were people when we went to see that in the theater walking out when they realized they had to read.
Oh dear.
And then the DVD. Oh my God! When I got the DVD after that, did you get that? It had a stupid English soundtrack with, oh my dear, I'm going to be all samurai now, are we? In other words, it was British people. No, give me the stupid dubbed. Give me the damn dubbed version of that anyway. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the subtitle. Yeah, you can. I've got the subtitled slot. I think they're both on there. You can change the
that's what I'm saying. Because no, I can't stand it with an English.
No, I can't stand that. Live action.
Give me the subtitle.
I can do anime with English or subtitles.
It's just that movie. Just that one. Though.
Not live action. Live action needs to be subtitles because it's just weird.
Right.
Anime, like whatever One Piece anime. If you do English, I can do English with that because it's cartoon.
In that case, though, these are samurai type dudes flying around with swords.
Yeah.
Chow Yun Fat with a British accent. No.
Yeah, that's weird. That is definitely weird.
British dub. I mean, well, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
All right, everybody. Well, that'll be it. So Monday's the Legion of Superheroes, and it's part 2 of Computo, man. Oh my God, I'm going to read that this weekend. I'm super pumped for that one.
Yes.
So there you go. That is that. All right. Well, thanks everybody.
Good night, everybody. Next time.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.